Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Net Quarantine International JNet Tournament. We're going to be doing the top cut here in a minute here. These are the pairings. Table 1 will be top seed and bottom seed, and moving towards the middle accordingly. We're doing double elimination. So we're going to see how things shake out and who comes out as the top player. So it's going to be exciting. I'd say what we're going to be doing is we're going to be having the opponents send each other their deck lists digitally. All right, so in just a moment here, we're going to have our first rounds. Let me just go ahead and get into and get everybody paired up. All right. All right. So, up at the table 1, we're going to have Boot and Swifty. One side, top seed, is going to pick. So let's head over to JNet. And let's get underway. I'm just going to All right, we're going to be watching the top cut table here. Boot has selected Corp. I've told everybody to make sure that they've made their decks available. And we're going to start time. All right, so it's going to be Asmari versus Hoshiko. So scarcity going down round 1 plus 2 ice. Just going to check on the other screen that all of the games have actually started. Yep, everybody's games have started, so we're good to go there. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Chris. Welcome, welcome. So this is a very commanding start for Asmari versus an Hoshiko deck. So I don't actually have the deck lists, but I'm pretty sure that this is a straight up and down deck with Balder, you need to stop. All right. I believe Swifty is on an Apocalypse base deck, yes. Ooh, Newshound, very strong. Very strong. The biggest issue that Swifty's going to have is setting up the econ through this scarcity. Turn 1 scarcity is just so strong. As Asmari, it's very hard. Balder, come here. Yeah, I know. You want all the snuggles in the world. There you go, buddy. Because you're digging your nails into me. All right. So the biggest thing is, even with these economic delays, Swifty is going to get to the point where he's going to be able to make quality accesses. So Boot really needs to try to push board state and create some scoring windows by keeping Swifty on the back foot. Because Anarch can always just sit back and pile money on, right? So here we only get the single hit. Oh yeah, this is a boom version. So Swifty's got to be careful here. Now would be the time potentially to play like a liberated account or a daily cast using those Paladin bucks. Yep, there it is. We see the install and hit. Water, I don't know why you keep jumping down when you're just going to jump back up. When you're just going to ask to come back up. So I'll pay you. So archive for the scarcity to try to reestablish the economic lock here. Here, or you can just sit on this pillow. No, that's not going to work, right? You're not going to fall for that? Yeah. So this quest, I always say quest completed, but this daily quest is just kind of ticking along here. That extra click is going to be very big. That's more draws. I think the biggest thing here is the Paladin does help offset the scarcity somewhat. I'd say one of the biggest issues here is that Boot hasn't pushed an agenda yet. We're starting to get to that Anarch point where Swifty has resources, has the extra click, has drip, breakers in the bin, where it's going to increasingly get harder for Boot to tax Swifty, right? Tempo hard hitting is definitely a thing, but once a runner gets to 20, 30 credits, then the boom plan really goes away unless you have an ability to get rid of clicks, which I don't believe this deck does. I don't believe it's playing any kind of false leads or anything like that. Yeah, he's just going to try to build a big tower and get set up. Hey, Rotaj. Dave, do you want to jump in and do some commentary? I'm pretty sure I've got him in here. Yeah. Hey, can you hear me?
Hello? Hi, I can hear you. How's it going?
It's going. So, now you should be able to see my screen.
Yeah, I can see the screen.
So we got Dave, or we got Dave here now, who's otherwise known as Rotaj, joining us.
So this is the first round of the top 8, I believe. Or was it top 4?
Top 8.
Top 8, okay.
We had 78 people to start. So
yeah, I mean, I think it was a big event last week. It was fantastically well run. It was a lot of fun.
So what I was saying here with what Swifty's doing is the longer Asmari goes without scoring against Anarch, the harder time they're going to have, because any kind of hard-hitting use plan gets very bad against Anarch the longer the game goes on, because they just have so much money.
You completely agree, and we've seen Swifty's already got a bit of drippy con. Oh, he's stolen 5-3. Yeah, I assume there's no punitive in this corp list.
I think it's actually a boom list.
Boom list, okay, so that's fine.
Yeah, but the boom plan... Now, Swifty's kind of in range right now, because he's at 13 credits. But once Swifty gets back up to above 20 credits, it becomes more or less impossible to kill him.
Yeah. So he's doing the big dig, so we can see. Doesn't see anything. Yeah, so I guess now Econ War for Econ without hard-hitting news would be what Boot would want to do at this point.
Right. The biggest issue is since Swifty's list does have the Beth, 5 clicks is really meaningful for an Anarch to clear tags.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously Boot can boost into the trace to deny the 5th click, but I think they're just going for the scoring plan. I think
Yeah.
seems right.
I mean, that's a lot of ice to break.
Yeah. And yes, I think Swifty just doing the old classic focus, going R&D, get those turning wheels. Doesn't seem a bad idea to me at all.
Yeah, especially since Boot needs one more score after this.
Yeah. Although they might just do the echo. I don't know if they've got echo chamber. I assume if they're playing all 3 pointers, they'd have an echo chamber or two just to finish off. And there it is.
Well, there goes one. Let's see. So both echo chambers are in the bin.
Oh wow. Okay, so that makes it a lot harder then. And I assume both players know the deck lists.
Yep.
Okay, so Swifty knows he's got a bit of time at least. And obviously getting the Earthrise, so it gets a bit of draw until we can see.
Yeah. I hope Swifty wins the whole thing because he's playing Hoshiko.
Yeah, he's been playing Hoshiko for quite a while now. He's been trying to refine the list, trying to tune it. So he spent quite a bit of time on this. So it pains me to say this, but I am pleased for him that he's doing well with it.
Yeah, I mean, I love Hoshiko. I love just the value of Paladin and Keiko in Anarch.
Yeah, it's nice to see a slightly. They still got the same Anarch stuff, but it's nice to see a slightly different twist on Anarch than we've seen in the past, which is always nice to see. Sort of a few more things that it will install, a bit more shaperish, if I can say that.
Yeah. So, that's what my metamate Laura was saying, is that I'm willing to play Anarch now that they've put Shaper in Anarch.
Yeah. Yeah, even I gave it a try the other day, and it was fun. I actually really enjoyed it. And the Rebirth.
Gonna turn into the old man.
Yeah, so gonna have a little poke into HQ. Please slot machine, not that bothered really. Now, would you use your turning wheel at this point, or would you just want to see one card from HQ?
I don't know. I feel like you see the two here.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of
try to keep them from just pushing the fifth agenda.
Yeah, I think I tend to agree with that as well.
Oh, there it is. Good game.
Wow. Oh, they're both in HQ. Wow, okay. So I assume next turn he's just going to jam that behind the remote. So yeah, that was, I guess, fairly quick game. I joined it halfway through, but was it fairly quick?
Yeah, let's jump into one of the other ones. This is table 4, Mobius Striptease versus Ohm. Clash of the classic titans here. We've got 419 versus Polana, Battle of the Good Stuff.
Yeah. How's it looking? So it looks like 4-9 looks better placed, based on econ, if nothing else.
Yeah, I've been seeing a number of these Anycam 419s around. They're pretty strong, it looks like.
Yeah, Anycam's really, really good. I've been testing it, and yeah, it's really, really strong. Although the Corp is getting the Obokata scored at least.
Yeah.
But it depends,
Now they're just a Lacoste away.
Yeah, right? Lacoste or some sort of never advance. Problem is the runner is pretty much set up, can just run wherever they want to. So the Corp needs some money. Quite urgently, I'd say.
Yeah, well, this is what happens.
Yeah. So you're obviously playing some Shoko, Dan. What Corp have you been playing recently?
My favorite Corp to play is I have my Rushy Polana that I play.
Okay. Any spice?
It's got snares in it.
Okay, that's cool.
It's my 9 Nisei token deck where I have the Biovaults, the Border Controls, and the Niseis. So I have so many different ways to end the run. But yeah, I'd say Do you think we're in a corp favored meta or a runner favored meta right
That's
now?
a really interesting question. If you ask a lot of people in the UK, and maybe in Europe, and I might be pushing that too much, we seem to think it's a corp favored meta, but I know certain people in America, specifically New York area, seem to think it's a runner favored meta, which I find really interesting because clearly I find it really interesting that that's happened because quite often that doesn't usually happen. So I don't know. What would you say based on where you are?
I think it's a corp favored meta.
Hmm.
I think there's the really good runner decks are really good, but they have some very glaring weaknesses.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can certainly see that. And I think the problem is that the corps you'll face in a tournament just are wildly different, which I think is the problem as a runner. You can't take for all the different types of corp, so you're going to make some decisions on what to do.
I agree.
So that's what it is. And that's the point. If you get to that, and I think that's good for the meta, where you've got very different corps that are strong, because then it makes it hard for the runner, and that's where we should be. I prefer a corp favored meta.
I do as well.
If for no other reason that the runner can always, it's easier for the runner to get lucky and win a game than the corp.
That's definitely true.
See Dino Res. I might say something controversial now, but I'm not a fan of Amina being a criminal card. It's a really good co-gate breaker that's not in Shaper, and as a Shaper player, that's not fair. Another pad tap. Yeah, it feels really tough now.
Yeah,
for the corp, because if they do try and get any
it would
kind
have
of
been
money,
much better if that had actually been an agenda.
Yeah, because there's still 2 doofs. If they ever try and get any kind of money, they'll probably get doofed into the ground.
Right. This is the 419 sadness zone, right? Like where you can just get held down.
Yeah.
Especially with that sweet, you get 1 credit for being Polana, I get 2 credits.
Yeah. And the turning wheel comes down, and yeah. Yeah, I don't. This is going to be a lot of clicking for credits, and I think it's going to be a long way out. Maybe if they get a celebrity gift, let's get some. Eventually, they get to that point just to get some money up, and then possibly try and score the overcard to that. For me, would seem the realistic way out.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a long time before they have been in position to do that.
Yeah. The 1-2 punch of the corporate grant plus Amina is...
Exactly, yeah. You're losing 2 credits a turn, so you just slowly sinking at that point. And now with the turning wheel out, they're just building that up nicely. They've got the bankroll going. Okay, British Dame's nice.
That's really funny because the Breach Dome trash Bravado, so they got an Anicam draw. Yeah, especially with this big reservoir of bankroll credits just building up in the background.
Yeah. Okay, they got the hedge funds. Okay. Double doof right now would be awful.
Bone crunching.
Although in a way, it'd be bone crunch release. You know, it's done. It's out of the way at long last. But I do wonder if somehow trying to get a position where just the overcard to me seems the way of the corp winning this game. I don't think they can play Never Advance and win that way.
Yeah.
Or make the corp poor. I don't see that scenario happening.
This is a very good res here because now the accesses are going to slowly reduce Ohm's ability to steal an Obokata.
Yeah. Although they can always just bounce off and just do a massive big dig at some point.
Sure.
Oh, they could do it off HQ anyway, but now we see a doof.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I take the doof here Because the car, your HP is so mission critical right now, right?
Yeah, I'd probably tend to agree with that. Because it's as a runner, how do you lose this game? And for me, you lose this game if you run out of health points. That's
Right.
the way you lose it, I feel.
That's how a lot of times my Polana ultimately closes when people get an economic advantage is they just don't get good accesses and they run out of cars.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd just be nice if they could get something a bit spiky to at least stop the easy tonal just gaining counters like that. We see the final doof. I mean, it's bad for the corp, but then okay, it's not an access. They're losing a card, and it's the last doof gone, so at least okay. Yes, you still have corporate grant. Yes, you've got Amina, but the big heavy punch of that is now out of the way.
Right. I agree.
And you're not as if you're playing an econ game with the run at this point. It's not a case you need more money. You just need enough money to be able to do what you want to do.
Yeah. You just need to push one more Obokata, right?
Mm-hmm. And even then, because the runners on being on 2 points, they can't even win off the Obokata, so you can at least, as a corp, risk an Obokata.
Right.
It's not it's not the end of the world.
Right. To try to secure the third.
Yeah. Because with Grant, there's no critics going to suddenly appear out of nowhere. Cards are definitely getting low now.
Yeah, I'm hoping the cut will go faster because since we're in digital space and people are playing a single game, games tend to go a little faster.
Hopefully.
We'll see. I'm sure the final will go crazy long as per normal.
Yeah. Oh, it always happens. You always plan for these things, but it always takes so long.
But yeah, thanks for jumping on and doing commentary.
No, that's fine. I just finished my tournament, so I can quickly say do a quick game, grab some food, and then I'll come back.
The other big corp that I'm working on that nobody likes is my Builder of Nations, like 4 agenda grind out deck.
Oh wow! Okay, 4 agenda. Wow. Okay. How's that been doing for you?
It's been doing.
But they can't use Tunnel to bounce off things. They're still taking that meat damage.
Right.
So.
I don't know if I would even install that if I was them.
I don't know what the benefit of that is. It's not a bypass. I don't understand. I feel like
I guess in a weird way, if it was in its hand, it puts it back in the deck to be a hit point later. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
They're going to try to scoop the hand and get the Obokata out of there right now.
Yeah.
This would be if you had snares. This is the time where they would shine, because this would be just game ending.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the bacteria.
Okay. That's...
I'm going to
go... take some time.
I'm going to go make myself a sandwich, come back.
Yeah, I nearly played a bacterial programming deck today, then I remembered that I have other things to do in my life, and I would spend too long trying to figure out what to do with it. Or do it wrong, as I've done many times in Jinteki, don't know, where you think you've done the trashing part, but you haven't, and you just trash all the cards into the bin, and you got to start over.
Yeah, it's not great.
So they add 6 cards to HQ. Wow. Okay. I guess there was agendas in that hand. Oh, Bartik. Okay. Wow. So there's another way they can win this game.
This is tough because since they're at grip 7, that was 2 phantom net damage that they just took.
Mm-hmm. But seeing that Bartik Labor is good for the runner to at least know that okay, there's another way the corp can win this game. And they've got the hedge fund, so now they're in Bartik 3-2 territory.
Yeah.
So the runners got to decide what to do about
this. Yeah, we thought this was all tied up, but...
So
it's really anybody's game. It's really the next 2 turns, probably.
Just trying to look at what you do. Because Because the danger is if you just go hammer HQ, you lose all your hit points, and that means they can just sneak out score the Obokata instead. If you don't, they could just Bartik out the 3-2. It's a real tricky one.
Right.
Maybe you could bounce off HQ with Kekugo.
And then get one quality run at the end.
Yeah, I think so. That's what I'd probably do, because you don't need money. Or embezzle, okay. That's an interesting line. You get to see some cards. In theory, filter out the hand, get your turn.
If you can hit that Biotic, right?
Yeah, that's good. That's a solid line. And so we'll see what they're going to see.
They're going to...
Field an Obokata, that's not what they wanted to see.
So they've got one more chance to steal that Obokata, basically.
Mm-hmm. Well, with the data loop, yeah, because they can't get it from the remote, I don't think, anymore.
No.
Because of the data loop, and so they're just going straight back in.
Yep, I mean, this is... If you had one shot, one chance. There it is.
Oh, and they hit it.
They hit it.
Wow.
What a close game.
Wow. It'd be interesting to know if they had the 3-2 in hand, although I think next turn they can just jam the Obokata anyway.
So Ohm wins as the runner. All right, so let's pair a new round for the elimination.
So I'm just going to pop off now, Dan, just to grab some food, because it's 7:30 here. And then when I come back, if you still want me, I'll hop in and we can carry on.
Yeah, thanks.
Cool. Okay, speak to you soon.
See you. All right, so we're going to get... All right, so here we are. So in the first round of the double elimination, Swifty wins, Big Pop wins on Corp, Suko wins on Runner, and Ohm wins on Runner. So now at table, at the top table, we have Swifty and Big Pop, and Suka and Ohm in the winners bracket. All right. Time starts in 2 minutes.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
Thank you. I appreciate the subscription. I really can't state enough how incredible all of the free tools that have been created by the Netrunner community are. Like the management tool, and this keeps track of what sides people should be playing. It's very good. After this, we'll have our first group of people who will be heading home. All right. Do we want to watch somebody scrapping to stay in the tournament? We can watch Boot versus Toth Bebe in the losers bracket. All right. So, gonna try to combo out as quickly as possible, I would imagine here. I don't know why my auto scroll stopped working. All right, so we see our first score here of a Mega Prix. Team sponsorship is going to fire an unknown card out of the trash bin. I think one of the biggest things to come out of this tournament is that we have a very... I mean, the cut has some of this Asa combo in it, but we had an extremely varied corp field. It was incredibly interesting to watch the tournament. All right, I'm going to bring Princess Space Kitten in here to do some commentary. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Welcome.
Awesome, I can hear you too.
Welcome.
Not really loud, but...
So are you on your computer or are you on your phone?
This is me on my phone.
Okay.
Do you want me to switch to my computer?
No, it's fine. I'm just... you might have to get on a computer to be able to spectate. Welcome. Do you want to introduce yourself to everybody?
Hi, this is Princess Space Kitten, or Mar, as you wish to call me. And I'm a OP coordinator for Europe. And I'm going to be joining you on commentating these, it was top 8, sorry?
Yeah, top 8 for the Net Quarantine International. Right
Awesome.
now, we have Boot and Toth Bebe, who are fighting it out in the losers bracket to stay in the tournament.
Okay, I'm going to join the Jinteki table. I'm so sorry, this was old. A bit sudden.
Oh, I just
I'm
kind of like
really
bum
flattered.
rushed you, so don't feel bad about it.
Don't worry. So, okay, we have Asa in Valencia. Okay. So there was no restrictions whatsoever in this tournament because I literally just jumped from the diversified portfolio that was happening in Iberian lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
So I still have this kind of weird feeling in my head where hard-hitting news is banned for some reason.
Yeah, well, that would certainly... Hard-hitting news is like the main corp win condition besides combo, so that would certainly change the field pretty dramatically.
Absolutely. It was actually really nice to be in a meta where hard hitting news didn't exist and you could like run freely. But
Yeah.
I understand the appeal of hard hitting news in a game.
But yeah.
Okay, so let me get a bit into the game. Like we're on turn 6 and Valencia has nothing installed but
Oh no.
okay, so
We're
it's
we're,
a
we're, we're setting
bow,
up.
right?
We're setting up to throw everything in the trash.
That is completely true. I hope the Corp has something to defend that, because if not, they're up for a very nasty, nasty apocalypse.
Yeah.
Because that Eater with DDoS, like, it can only mean one thing.
Well, the really nice thing about having the Eater is since you aren't against yellow, you're pretty sure that they don't have IP block, so you don't really have to install anything else. So these conspiracy breakers, they don't have to worry about any of them getting rendered useless. But that's pretty big. 5-3
absolutely.
scored.
Yeah, and that means that any other Megabricks qualifier is gonna
Get them to 6.
put them up. Yes.
The biggest thing is, 50 card deck side for Valencia. After the APOC, how quickly a Stargate goes down is probably going to be a very big deal in this matchup.
I mean, there's already 20 cards being drawn. So how I'm sorry, English is not my first language, and sometimes I get stuck with the word. What's the probability that you already have it in your hand?
Oh, I think it
So you
depends.
can-
I think Boot's on 2 copies of Stargate, so it's fair. It's a fair chance.
At the end of the day, you want to ideally epoch, and then next turn immediately go to Stargate lock.
Yeah. Because
'Cause,
a lot of
if
these
not,
combo
you're
decks.
just-
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh my. They discard Amped Up.
Yeah, I don't think that they think they're going to need it.
Yeah, but if you discard Amped Up, it's because your grip is absolutely amazing, right? Because who wouldn't want
Whew.
what? Oh, they need to
Yeah,
epoch and start hitting right now, or they're done for.
but here's the thing. Yeah. The double. People forget the double install because you can put in the agenda and the calibration in a single turn with Asa.
Yes. And it's a really weird fast advance this Asa is doing, because there's no team sponsorship on the board, so they're not recovering their calibrated texting. So are they now only relying on Megabricks?
Well, they might have some backup biotics or game changer that they're hoping to sneak out a final agenda with.
Yeah, well, for that game changer, they will need their opponent to score some points.
Yeah.
Okay, that cheeky gatekeeper. And our guys, yeah, that's an epoch, if I ever see one.
Ooh, lots of agendas. So
Wow.
Boot is on the board, and the board is wiped.
Yes.
So now we see how well Toth Bebe can recover.
I mean, we've seen an amount of 3-4 eyes.
So there's already
And
an
I don't
archive
think-
memories and a game changer in the bin.
Probably.
Yeah.
That is a game changer. Yep. The three calibration, and we saw for ice. If I'm not incorrect, this Asa combo deck runs 8 to 10 ice, not more. And okay, it seems he is prepared against Stargate lock.
I just think it's such an interesting choice. I've been really enjoying watching Boot this whole tournament because making an entrance is such an interesting way to get the inject effect back into Valencia because
Oh yes.
they're pitching their breakers and like duplicates to like get to their combo pieces faster. And it's a card that a lot of
Absolutely.
people have just kind of forgotten about.
Yep. Oh, and here comes Omar.
Yeah.
But making an entrance actually, it's a really interesting card. I've looked at it so many times in so many ways. Because you're right, not only gives you the inject effect with zero cost. Obviously you don't get any money for your trash breakers, but also you can arrange what you're gonna be drawing.
Yeah.
So maybe if you know that you're not playing any damage deck, you can. Oh, that goes in another agenda.
Yeah. That was another one that they
Okay,
could have used to close.
Hyperloop. And yeah,
We could be seeing another APOC coming through here. Just to
that would be
just
really cute. I mean, nothing against Asa combo decks, but
oof, all three teams
yeah, there
close.
you go.
In the trash.
Whoa,
Oh, there it is.
that,
There's the close.
yep, bravo.
Nice. Very
That's the
close
GG.
game.
That was a very close game and really well played for Toss Debe.
Why don't we
Very
jump?
playing like a lovely person. I met him at Becom and he's super cute. So congratulations.
Why don't we
Is
jump to Swifty versus Big Pop at table 5?
absolutely. So how are you doing during this lockdown situation?
I'm doing all right.
How's that in America?
Well, America's got a lot of weird stuff going on right now.
When doesn't it?
Yeah, but I try not to think about that too much. But
Oh.
I'm doing fine. I have my family with me. You know. Oh, did we get a
Yeah,
concession? Oh yeah, he conceded. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Um.
So 50 got the game. Okay. That was really quick.
All right. So let's go to. Yeah, I mean it's.
Anna versus
Let's go to.
table 8.
Let me see. Yeah, we can go to table 8. I just need to update
Yeah.
the Cobra real quick.
Okay. Do you mind if I just jump in?
Yeah, just go ahead and jump in, and you can start talking. They can hear you.
Okay.
So Swifty
How
lost
you
that
doing,
one, right?
Trevor?
He conceded, I believe.
No, Big Pop conceded, I think.
Let me double check.
Yep. Okay, we've got Palana versus Valencia. Palana with a lot of data loops rest. And Stargate, Aumakua, and Mystic Mamie for Valencia down.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce the.
It's Koga is the Japanese.
Okay, thank you.
How have you
Frankie
been?
German play.
we
That
haven't-
is.
Oh yeah, this deck is wild because a lot of people registered as Titan, so Koga added 2 traffic jams to the Valencia deck that they're playing to make it so that they couldn't score Atlases.
that's really cute, but I don't think it was I'm so sorry, a smart play to play a current when there are no scored agendas in the core area.
No, I agree.
Because the second they score an agenda, that current is gonna go away, and then it will have absolutely no effect whatsoever.
I agree.
Like we've got a one advancement card on server 1 protected by a new ice on top of a DNA tracker. So I'm guessing maybe they're playing Nisei MK2 Ultras.
Mm-hmm.
And if they can do anything to avoid it, that's a score. Okay. They install paperclip from the bin.
Whew, this
And
is...
they have just the right amount of money.
Yeah. I mean, Polana is my go-to corp right now because the ice is good, the economy is good, and similar to Asmari, you can just push and tempo the runner out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've been following your streams for years now, and Polana, I think it's one of the most used IDs that I've seen you play. Okay, it was not an Nisei, it was the Project Yagyuda that they over advanced. So with the hosted agenda counter, they can swap a card in HQ with a card in or protecting the attack server.
Yeah. A very underutilized token.
I
But
think so. What
you
would
can
you
use it to
for,
you can use
though?
it to hand somebody a snare if you want.
But they can jack out.
Sure.
But you can also swap an ice. I mean, maybe they think this is a Kakugo and you can swap it for an Anansi. Because you don't have to actually tell them what card it is. You don't have to reveal it.
Somebody
you're right,
who was
that's
in the
a-
game earlier said that there was a scarcity in play that the traffic jam had cleared.
Oh, okay.
That
fair.
was cycled back in
Completely
with
fair.
preemptive.
Yeah, okay, completely fair then. Sorry for
Yeah, no.
the misinterpretation.
How have you been? We haven't seen each other since the Netherlands. How have you been doing?
Oh, really good. Well, really good. I'm fine. Work from home, so this lockdown is nothing new for me.
Right.
I've been with my partner here, sort of like a kind of paid holiday somehow.
Well, that's nice.
And
It's a nice way of
yeah,
looking
and
at
there's
it.
been a lot of Netrunner going on, so I can't complain really.
That's good.
I know things. Sorry?
I said that's good. People have been stepping up. There's been so many online tournaments.
Yes, that's absolutely true, and it's just so nice to see the community coming together. We know times in our hands. I think today we're like 4.
Nice.
It was the Hamburg Store Championship. The town, and I think also some GNK. I can't remember the name right now. It's just great
Yeah.
to see how people care. Their community members and how everything's doing, and you can see on how everyone is just like getting together, asking how everyone's doing.
This is a huge score here because you can get your fast advance tools to finish the last agenda.
Absolutely. And they're still like Val is still not ready to be breaking server 1 because they cannot risk a run until they have their MK Ultra out. because Anansi is a real threat. So, yeah, I think Mobius has a bit of an advantage.
Yeah. I think it's really interesting to see how the companions have really altered
Oh,
the
what
meta.
happened? Okay. Oh, I think they. Am I allowed to swear a bit on the
Yeah.
on stream? Okay, I think they fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, it's really
They're,
easy to mess up bacterial programming on JNet.
Yeah, because it's 7 cards, and you can trash, you can ranch, you can bring back to HQ, but obviously after you bring them into HQ, you have to discard stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Like a whole bunch. Yep, they messed it up again.
Okay, this is just cute.
How did what did you play in the tournament? The one
Yeah,
that
it was a kind of diversified portfolio kind of event. And I challenged myself to do a 0 cost between the 2 decks. So I played Hasbiroid, Stronger Together,
Okay.
and Silhouette, that both placed me 0 cost.
Right.
And I actually end up in the middle of the pack. We were 24 people, and I ended up 12th.
That's good.
So I'm really happy about the result. Because a couple of the losses were for, like, blind luck. You just get 2 agendas on top of R&D, and there's nothing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
But the decks worked. Yeah, but the decks worked absolutely the way they needed to work. And I'm really happy with the deck building I did there. And I might be playing those in the future.
What did you
Okay.
What did you play in the Net Quarantine tournament?
Oh, I was playing Geist because it's always my go-to runner. Like, I love that dude. The second it came out, no, actually, that's a lie. When I started playing at runner, I started with Kit. And when I got bored of it, because, I've been playing this and I don't feel comfortable with anything else, a friend of mine handed me his Geist. It was like, oh, it will take a little bit for you to get used to it, but it was love at first sight.
You
And
saw that trashy shirtless man, and you were like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I want to do this the rest of my life. And I've been playing him non-stop for 3 years. Like, even when both Levy and Tech Trader were both banned at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
I changed my deck to Trope, because Trope is a great card. I mean, it's amazing. It's just like really high influence, so I had to cut a lot of things. But I started playing like guys with Trope, and I just kept playing him.
So you started on Kit, who is considered the criminal shaper, and then you moved to Geist, who's the shaper criminal.
Yes. I am non-binary.
Yeah.
I am not defined. I am not defined by the color of my faction.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed Geist a tremendous amount, and I think it's just
fun.
Very interesting how he inverts the normal economy math of Netrunner.
I mean, you can make a run with, you can start a run with 0 credits and end it with 21. And this is just crazy. This is not how it works. This is not how any of this works. But it's really fun. And I was playing Tenin. A Tenin deck that was built in community with a Cyberdeck sandbox and 3 Cyberdecks by the suite. Okay, we have a run.
Ooh,
Oh, we don't.
out you go.
Yep. That's gonna be a game?
Probably.
Or is that a...
I mean, this could be an
Oh.
NGO front, I think.
That could absolutely be, but it's been a while since there's been an agenda on play, so... Yep,
Yep, that's it.
we'll see now. Yep.
All right,
Oh,
so
it's a
Mobius wins.
5-3. Absolutely. Okay, bravo. Bravo. So, how many time on the
I'm
the
seeing
clock
if the
now?
other round is finished yet. Let's go. There's like 10 minutes left in the round.
Okay.
So Ohm is also on the combo. This is the other winners table.
Sorry, which one is it?
The one with Suka and Ohm.
Suka. Okay, sorry. I know there's only 4 tables, but I was completely blind.
So it looks like trying to go for a APOC run here.
Oh, that would be an
Pretty-
absolute mess of an epoch. Really disruptive.
Yeah, let me do a time check. Yeah, 12 minutes left until the second round of the cut ends.
Okay. So, Project Batcheron actually ticked down on. Okay. So, they're running
Ooh.
HQ with Omar.
Yep, getting the game changer
Yep.
out of hand is very good.
They rest advanced assembly lines to install something. Oh, ice protecting R&D.
Yeah,
Oh,
very cool. Waiting until after the Omar run so they know where to put the ice.
yep. So it was. Oh no, okay. There was a rebirth. So I'm guessing 22-17. Do you know what runner before the rebirth?
Valencia, I believe.
38 and
No, maybe
Four.
Hoshiko?
no, it was a 45 card, so not Valencia.
Maybe
Maybe
Max.
Reina? Max? No, not enough cards trash. I mean, they need to go up in credits if they want to contest anything on the board. But the second they start making them rest some ice, that's going to show because they're only on 12 credit.
Yeah. The biggest thing also here is that Ohm only has 6 cards remaining. Now, they're at 5 points, so they can close,
Yeah,
but they do have
Absolutely.
a limited number of turns left.
Yes. Well, I mean, you have one Vitruvius left, probably 2 megapixels and 2 hyperloops left. So that's a lot of not fast advanced. No advanced agendas that you can just install.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming they're calibrated testing. So that means that remote needs to be checked every single time something is installed. So are they going to run it? Because they have a paperclip and a Black Orchestra in the bin, so it can easily be dealt with.
Oh, the stim hack's certainly going to help.
Yep, there you go.
Because they can clear out the server.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things that you learn to do playing against this Acer or Sports Metal, because I've been seeing quite a lot this kind of same combo on Sports Metal decks. Like you just spread your servers, and maybe you don't get the double install, but when you use current agenda, you get the 2 cards off, and you're scoring successful field test, and then you can spam the board with stuff. It's really depressing, to be honest.
So that was a bait. It was a team sponsorship in server 1, and then the stim hack hits the APOC with the brain damage.
Oh,
Whew.
that's a lot. But I mean, you probably are aware that with the situation on R&D and HQ, you're probably not going to be landing any APOC anytime soon. But at the same time, there's only one Apocalypse on the bin. So what if they were holding 2? So they didn't care.
Yeah, you got to check both of these new cards.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a Hyperloop.
Okay, are they preparing themselves for a game changer score like we just saw?
Might be.
Like, yeah, get this agenda that it's not going to win you the game, and then I can just score out of my hand.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing with this Asa deck is it's so resilient, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
A bunch of junk.
That's game changer food.
Yep. Yeah, these decks are so resilient. Probably we're going to see an archived here into a game changer.
And then you only need to install 4 clicks. Yeah. Oh, they drew. Okay, that confuses me profoundly.
They might not have had the archived in hand. There's already one in the trash.
Oh no! Wait, maybe they were hoping they wouldn't check server 1 because they would think it's another bait, and they were hoping to get the megapix qualifying scored because that will put them on win. What just happened? Wait. Oh, okay.
They're just getting rid of the Stargate.
Yeah. I mean, completely fair. I don't understand why didn't they install the paperclip then, though. Yeah, these are these kind of things. Like, I started commentating games when the lockdown happened, so I'm still fairly new at these kind of things.
Oh, no,
I
you're
might
doing
not
great.
be the thanks. But there are these moments where you understand what the game board state is, but you don't link and going like, why are you doing this is a mystery for me, and that's a really weird feeling because
Yeah.
you feel that you need to let the people listening to you know what's going on, what should.
One of the things that uh, is tough is getting inside of other people's heads when they're playing.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the other reasons why I wanted to make it so that the cut was a separate day, so that people would be fresh rather than tired, right? Because a lot of times when
Oh,
we do big tournaments, there ends up being just a lot of play mistakes in the cut because people are really tired. You know?
yeah, and that is completely fair in a competitive game.
Uh-oh. They got
I
there.
mean, oh, there you go. GG.
What a close game.
Well done. That was a really interesting game to watch. I mean, I enjoy this because it was not combo-y. I mean, they actually won out of rusing and baiting and yeah, that was really good. Um, but yeah, I mean, what I was saying, when you have like a competitive event, I understand the need to the top tables being tired. It's like a plus. Like, okay, you're the best of the best, and you need to keep proving that you're the best by playing on a mindset that makes you tired and stuff. And even though you need to still be the best. But in a casual event, what you did was absolutely fantastic because it's just like, hey, we're playing for fun. This is great. We want you to try hard because we want you to win and be the best you can be. So take your rest, and then the top will be in a new fresh day where you have a fresh mind and you can give the best net runner you can give to the viewer.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Oh, we have a new first table
Yeah.
set right now. Do you want to jump in that
Yeah.
or
Yeah, absolutely.
cool? Yeah. Um, but okay, that's gonna be like really little time, or this is the new one?
This is going to be, well, they're only doing one side, so this is the next round. This is round 3 of the cut.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, sorry. Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, no
Sorry.
worries. All right. It's nice. Let me see. Rotage has messaged me. Do you mind if I bring Rotage in to hang out with us?
Oh, absolutely not. I love him.
Okay, hang on. You have to become my friend on Discord so I can add another person to this call. I just sent you a friend
Okay.
request.
I absolutely will. Just let me know how. Okay, I think I will need to. How do I? Okay. I'm still really new to Discord and how it operates. I
Uh,
find it amazing because
if you're on the phone app.
I already accepted.
Oh, good, perfect. Perfect. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not completely useless with technology.
Hello,
Hello.
can you hear me?
Yep.
Perfect. How's it going, Ma?
I think she's getting back into the call.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So I saw the end of the last game. Polana still doing well.
Why? Okay. Why is it not letting me add her?
I mean, I'm friends with her. I don't know if I can try.
All right. I gotta start time for these kids. Ba, 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 ba. All right, I'm gonna try to call her. All right.
Hello.
All right. We're gonna
Can
try.
you hear me?
Yeah. I'm trying
Okay,
real
awesome.
hard to get all three of us in here.
Ah,
All right.
Hello.
I think we got
Yeah.
there.
Hello.
yeah. Hello. How are you doing, darling?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. How did you do in Iberian lockdown?
I split every game, so 2 wins of both sides. So I don't know what I learned from the whole exercise, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So how about yourself?
Mm. I'm great. I got swept by the first Swiss player, so I don't mind. Then swept on stream.
Oh, nice.
That's good. Yeah. Then got swept again. And then swept again.
So very much up and down then.
Yes, but the thing is that I ended up like 17th on Cobra. But since I was playing a zero cost deck
Oh wow.
on both sides,
Oh my God.
I am really 12th.
Yeah, that's fair. I was going to do that, but I was too much of a coward, and I went for 1.5 points in the end between both of them.
Yeah, I still win.
Yeah, you do. No, you do.
I got one up here.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to dispute that.
Okay, Titan
So-
versus 419. And 419 is the most useless runner when they're facing Titan, because Titan doesn't care. Like,
No. Yeah, I
they're
think
installing something, they don't care, because it's going to be away in a second.
yeah. I suppose the only way that 419 could be a problem is this on the econ side, but
That
Titan's
problem's already been fixed.
yeah, the Titan's got 20 credits, so that's not going to be an issue.
No, that's not going to happen.
So, but 409 has got Turtle, which at least means they can get accesses, which is something at least, because Titan will not have time for purging. So,
Doesn't matter. Like, I mean, it really doesn't matter. I'm an 8-bit Titan player. I brought Titan to 90% of the competitive tournaments I've been in, and at the end of the day, you can even play your game without raising any eyes. Like, I've played against Lila, and I don't even bother to install eyes. You know, you want accesses, just access. I'm gonna trust my deck. I'm just gonna go fast.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd say the biggest foible of 419 is that 419's multi-access plan is very weak until the very late game, and there's no late game.
No.
Exactly. There's no late game with Titan. I mean, if your deck doesn't spit on you and it feeds you an Atlas soon enough, you how this game is going.
Now, we haven't seen a Titan score out an Atlas yet, which can, if 419 can snatch an Atlas early, then the game can really change pretty dramatically.
Totally.
Exactly.
But sorry, Radesh.
No, you go, yeah.
The beauty of Sandstone in R&D is that the second you purge Virus, it works both for Sandstone and El Makua. So I'm thinking we're going to be seeing a bit amount of purging in this game.
I would possibly agree, but with Corroder out, I don't know if there's enough value in that. If I'm the runner and if Titan purges and I'm 419 right now, I'm happy.
Huh.
I'm more than happy for you to spend a turn doing that.
Did you just say 419?
I did say 419, yes.
I thought I was the only person who did that.
Maybe because you said it, I don't really, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe because I must have heard you say it and I said it myself.
Swifty and Seamus were making fun of me at Worlds because I just say 419 even though it's wrong in every conceivable way.
Yeah,
Wait,
I mean,
why 419 is wrong?
Because it should be 419 because it's just 3 separate digits. But I say
No, it's not.
419.
No, but how is it 3 separate digits? I see 3 digits one next to the other. It's 419. It's 400. You can be even more an asshole and
Say 419. Yeah. Or say 419.
Oh my God! No, please. Okay, that I will call you out.
So looking at this, we now have Atlas scored for both players. So Ohm is still in this.
yeah, yes, it's still in there. Obviously, getting he wants to get turtle to. Sorry, they want to get turtle to 6 just in case of an archer because that would be a huge blowout.
Yes.
So I think it's
I would have totally purged that turn after the audacity. I mean, you purge, you make them deal with 5 cost, 3 and 1, 4 cost every time they want to check R&D, and they don't take credit. They're not rich.
The problem is the bad pub. They've got 2 bad pubs, so it'll be two credits first time, then 1, then 0, pretty fast.
What happened? Oh, a too big to fail happens.
Yeah, so that's the problem. If they can get like a non-barrier ice and maybe a CVS in the bin, then maybe that's an option I would consider.
If they audacity and trash the CVS on the bin, that would be like chef kiss completely.
Oh, definitely, 100% agree. And maybe that's why Ohm's not checking the bin because I don't believe Titan generally wasn't run recursion, so you can check the bin at the end of the game if you really need to.
If it's the last turn, you can just go check it.
That's a free run on R&D. Why do you even rest Sandstone? I mean, that was 3 credits thrown.
I think early on it was taxing, so we didn't have a Sandstone.
I think the biggest thing is that 419 really needs to find Turning Wheel. Turning Wheel is really going to be the pressure that they need to actually keep control of this game.
100%. I think for any deck, Turning Wheel against Titan Arbor is more for Turning Wheel.
To fail? No, you didn't trash it. They're on 21 credits.
No. Yeah, I was going to say, the Titan's never going to be below 10 credits again, probably.
Yeah, I think if you had money, you consider it just to thin out the HQ and get better accesses, but 10 credits, you can't afford to be doing that. So now I've got a tough decision to make of what to throw away.
Really curious about that. Because against Titan and 2 Sandstones having an Omaku on 9 tokens and Crowther, you probably won't need much more money. You just need the accesses. You need to keep pushing R&D and HQ until you break all their fast advanced pieces.
Yeah.
It's really cute because they're playing red level clearance that mostly can show that they're playing Biotic Labor and Arcade Memories. I was on Trick of Light and Afshar and Akhet for my Titan because you can double advance without it being like really a telltale what you're doing. And okay, that's -1 ice.
So, Doof,
probably more for the draw than anything. Draw and a little bit of tempo than anything else.
Yeah. So how does Titan win now? Obviously, they could get 2 hostile and win, but if they have to score a 4-2...
No. It's much easier. It's a new construction with, how do you call it? The one that puts 3 tokens?
Yeah, dedication ceremony. And reconstruction contract.
And reconstruction, absolutely. I mean, you only need 2 pieces for that, and you have the last token atlas. if
There it is.
419 doesn't play embezzled and hit either the reconstruction or the dedication, you have a really high percentage of how do you say it? Oh God, I'm so sorry.
It's all right. So they play the Juices Wild. I'm not.
Oof. All right.
Oh my God! Could they get this?
So
Okay.
well, no, the new construction, I think that really, I think is gonna.
That hurts.
That
hurts
hurts.
a lot. So now the only question is: are they playing 2 new construction or 3 hostels? Because if I was playing the hostels, oh, there's the purge.
Yep. So you were right after all. And I was wrong. So we
Yep.
assume there's a CVS in the bin. So I think.
I mean, you can check it and still get one.
But anyway, they have archive memories. If they playing archive memories, probably they're playing 2 archive memories and 2 biotic. So they can still score from hand Global Food Initiative.
No,
With
we definitely.
Audacity,
So
Biotic.
my bandwidth is dropping like crazy because of everybody being home. Everybody's using their internet.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are suffering that issue at the moment.
But I mean, there is still the chance of having Global Food Initiative scored from hand with
Okay.
a biotic labor and an Audacity.
So they put another
And
piece of ice on R&D.
I would pay to see that.
Mm.
You just need enough money, and I don't think that they should have spent a click and 2 credits to install that ice. I would have gladly put 2 advancement tokens on Artem. So
Yes.
you make it free next turn, and then you can't break it without Makua. You know what I mean?
No, that's a really good point, and it's something that's often forgotten about, that you can just manually advance Autumn.
Yeah, I mean, I had to concede a game because they put Ortums. It was against the SSO, and they kept like advancing their Ortums, and my only breaker with Silhouette was Aumakua. So I was like, "Yep, I'm out. I can't do anything else." So GG.
So do we think that there's a hostile in hand right now?
Well, about to find out maybe. I mean,
It doesn't
unless
matter, does it?
I was wondering if that was an archer, but then if it's an archer, you probably reset and just blow up breakers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you blow out the turtle and the corroder here, that would be game breaking.
Yeah, it will give you temper to install some ice, some barrier breakers on the island, because criminals are known for only using one of each breaker. So if you break their corroder, you have to wait them to find the second copy of Amok, put it to strength, and then it's just like very pointless. But they want agenda to win, like.
Yeah, this is very snug. Getting that new construction for Ohm was a huge deal.
Yes.
Though.
It was a win. Like, I mean, if I'm for is a new construction. I don't care about Global Foods. I don't care about the hostels. I want that new construction. So if I would have, it's just what you needed to do.
In 2016, I had a game as Smoke versus Titan where I won the 2-for-1, 7 points to 6. Just like
wow,
hammering the centrals, and I pulled the hostile that he pulled to HQ on the last run. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, yeah, that feels good. I mean, those are one of those feel good moments in that runner where you actually just played good and it paid off. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, since nothing is much happening, I'm gonna tell you on my Silhouette deck, I was playing both Exploit and Quest Completed.
Huh.
Because,
Wow.
since I was doing Aumakua, the good thing is that I could go into HQ, get 2 counters because I'm accessing HQ and exposing something. And I was playing Contaminate. So I would go like 3 counters up, 5 after a run on HQ. I could go commit some kind of like bravado or something on R&D, and then run archives. And I stole an agenda
Ooh.
with Quest Completed, and this has been, in 4 years I've been playing Netrunner, the best moment ever. Like, that was just good. Okay, what's going on?
Ooh. Okay.
So,
So they
Ohm
win next turn.
has 1 turn to win.
Yep,
And
really exciting.
and they can't get into R&D at the as it stands.
Oh, that's really exciting.
So, and if they have a decoder, I don't know if they have the money to actually get in there at the moment, unless they're playing StimHack.
But the
Well,
point is
provide
that if they have a decoder,
Well, there's
it's in the
also
mina.
4 bad pub in the mix.
That's true.
That's true, but they have to land the decoder, and they're probably using a mina, and that's a 7 cred. That's why they're using Bravado probably right now.
Yeah. Well, they'll get the draw from Amikan doing this as well, so you get some money, get a draw.
Get an
There's no harm
access.
doing that. Yeah.
And I'm guessing one of those 2 eyes are archers, and they can address them because if they lose one of the hostiles, they're done
Yeah.
for.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, 12 credits. You drop the Amina now?
If you
Go on. Drop the Amina.
if they've got it, they definitely drop it. So they've still got Banquo as well for another 3 credits.
I feel like the big think that they're having is whether or not they overwrite the boomerang that they have installed with another one and put that boomerang on Hordem and just take the risk that the res dice is another code gate.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, isn't it so exciting? Like, I'm a Titan player, so obviously I would love to see Titan win. The thing is that now I'm rooting for 419 because they're the underdog right now.
Yeah.
I mean, because Titan has the win, but
Don't.
the mistake they just committed is that they're running R&D last turn.
Yeah,
If they're running R&D last turn, I pull out the last hostel and that's it. Bye.
Yeah, they can pull out now. But obviously that could have been a border control. Yeah, so you definitely use your Atlas token now. And they haven't. Well, they've still got a window, I guess.
But I mean, okay, no. Even if they pull the hostel, they can still hit 2 global food that are left on the. Oh, okay, that's gonna be really, yes. That's so juicy. Every day.
Yes, relevant. No.
Nothing.
No.
Nothing.
No.
Oh.
Wow, what a close game.
Okay. Oh, look, one thing I'm gonna say. What do you mean? Okay, conceded.
Yeah, because he knows that.
Kind of like. Yeah, but that's kind of like you're stealing the win from Big Bob.
No.
You know what I mean? It's just like, just allow them to score that last agenda.
I mean, I see your point, but certainly, if I'm in that position and someone concedes, and I'm fine. I've got the win. How I get the win?
Yeah,
but I can see what you're saying. In a way, I do understand your thought process.
Let's go to table 11, where Mobius and Swifty are fighting to stay in the game.
Our son, can we bear to watch our son? Mark, can we bear to watch?
We can like. Does Dan? Do you know this meme? Where Swifty
that you and Rotage have a beautiful baby boy.
Yeah.
All-
we have custody battles for Swifty.
Really? But I feel like whoever gets custody loses.
That's exactly it. I want to get rid of him.
Good
instead of-
point.
Yeah.
I mean, we both want and don't want the custody.
I think that's the best way of putting
That's
it.
exactly the point. Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I love Kate. I'm so sorry, Rotash. I'm rooting for Kate now.
oh no, I mean, it's Ankuza. I love Ankuza, but
Yeah, Mobius sent me this deck. It's wild.
I assume it's. I've seen because I played a kit deck as well, where you install Eula, you ace hop Eula, you reinstall it with Cyber Trooper, and do nonsense like that.
Yep.
Also, you just want some Pelangis to make
exactly.
yeah 2 Pelangis on the hip. I don't like these eyes. I'm going to transform it into a barrier, and this is gone now.
So it's Swifty. I should know because Swifty does send me his deck lists, and I never look at them. I'll pay him any attention, and I'm regretting that decision now.
That's why we're battling. You never pay attention to our phone.
But he's got to earn that attention. He's got to do better. As the meme goes, Swifty do better. From 2017.
That's what he does. These stupid things. He does.
He wants his father's attention. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh dear.
I can't tell you more.
Is Swifty playing punitive or? I assume he's playing punitive, Swifty. He usually does.
Yeah, I think he's playing a 6-point punitive build.
Yeah, that's what he would tend to do. Excuse me. Aldershot is known for just playing murder decks.
Echo Chamber. I just love Echo Chamber so much. I mean, pay for the credits.
My favorite console's coming out.
Gauntlet. Wow.
You do love the Gauntlet.
I do love the Gauntlet. It's so good, and the art's so good. Love it.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. The art is absolutely lovely. It's like kind of like a very cyberpunk Marilyn.
Yeah.
With the little under the lip.
Yeah, under the lip beauty mark. Like mole.
Thank you. Yeah, mole. Thanks.
So they've seen this.
Yeah, there is punitive.
Yeah, I mean, if you have Asmara, you need something to do with all that money.
Yep. So just going to go back in again. And hope there isn't a second punitive, because that could spell death at some point later on.
I mean, that's how you want to play Embezzle in every single freaking deck, don't you?
Oh, 8 credits. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm not sure about the HQ runs. I feel if there's an agenda, it would have gone that remote already.
Wild.
Well, now there's no ice to power the Gauntlet. I don't know. That seems a strange play to me.
That was... Yeah, I don't like that play. Sorry.
And you've given the Corp a massive window. Yes, you could have Stimhack, but even if Stimhack, you may not get into that remote anyway.
And I mean, you're playing against Yellow. Expect a freaking hard-hitting news right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, if he's punitive, you can't punish him. That's the danger now. But...
Yeah, but, well, okay. At the very end, Swifty spent a full turn just like spending money on installing ice and protecting stuff.
That's true, but unless they had the agenda, there was nothing else of value they could do that turn. So
I don't understand though. Why would Kit be playing Aika and Ankusa and Euler? I mean, your kid, what you want to be doing is just to make everything a code gate. And instead of that, you want to make them a barrier, play freaking Quetzal, right?
Yeah. I mean, I would imagine Ankusa's its main 2 cards to hit are Kakugo and board control. That's where Ankusa comes into its own.
Fine, but you just spend 6 credits.
Determination.
Oh, I agree. I would not be.
Ankusa.
Hey, Talk Baby, thank you for the subscription.
No, I agree. I didn't like bouncing the IP block, but they're in the cut. we're not, so they must be doing something
I
right.
don't know. I mean, absolutely.
And
But what the hell is going on? That's my point. That's the point I was making before. I don't know if you were on stream already, Radash. Like, I'm fairly new to this like streaming kind of thing. There's this point of like, yeah, I can give you banter about like why I like Netrunner, blah blah blah, and what's going on. But the second I lose track of what's going on, like right now, there's a flame out and a gauntlet and an Ankusa on Keith, and I really don't know what's going on. So what do I do?
Well, so
now?
Flame Out is like a stim hack for Kit, right? Because you park the Euler on there.
that's really clever. It's a stim hack, so they've now got a lot of money.
Yeah.
And also they have a 0 break code gate subroutine.
So
Yeah.
that's
right now.
So that's free.
That's free, but it's chewed up the ability. Gold Farmer, obviously, I guess they can Ankusa it. Surveyor is going to be awful. There's no way to I don't suppose they got Ikoa to deal with that.
Well, I mean, they can just pump the Euler, right?
No, they can't. Euler's been used up on the code gate.
That's the point. They don't have any freaking.
Oh, they don't have any Palangis.
Palangi out. I mean, they have these. Oh, and they don't have any simul chip either. So they're actually breaking all of this with money.
It's a hard knock life.
What the hell?
And so one of their clicks will have to be to draw a card, at least get to 3 cards in hand to not die to punitive at the very least. And it's not. Oh dear.
They have 3 cards in hand.
And it's an NGO, so that is very sad for the Kit. Because
that was a huge amount of resources used there.
So that's all 3 Steam hacks are now gone. They've still got the flame out money, so that's something. But
And
just hoping.
I remember like the first tournament I ever went in was with Kate, and we were sharing with my ex-boyfriend core set and a couple of data packs and the first big box, the creation and control. And I was playing this Yogo dinosaur kit. Unless I faced an archer, I was just like getting in everywhere for free because I was just like tinkering everything and just getting everywhere for free. And it was really fun. And
So,
I want to revisit that and make an update version of that because I think that could actually work.
I'm gonna petition Nisei to make Kit have 15 influence like she should.
yeah.
I mean, I think with 12, she should be all right.
So
He doesn't need 15.
So while there's been some chat, I just noticed. I don't know if anyone's noticed. We now know that Swifty has 2 punitives in hand, and Mobius has quite rightly pointed out they've got to steal 6 points in 1 turn, or they die.
Yep.
There's no way around it. They steal 3 points, they are completely dead. They have not got the money to survive. So they've got to be very careful how they go about this now. Work out what the best line is of how they win this game.
We saw that punitive like long ago.
Mm.
They accessed it in HQ.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, R&D interface, but they don't have the money to get into R&D.
Yeah. So Swifty's just frantically looking for a 5-3 just to get it in the remote.
To try to push it, yeah.
Yeah, that's preemptive is good just to make R&D less dense because that could be a worry because there's 4 agendas floating around somewhere. And that's with the R&D interfaces, it's not inconceivable. Mobius could just win that way.
There is 4 cards face down in archives, so maybe that preemptive action was a reaction to that second R&D install. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I'm
think-
gonna do like a crazy go onto R&D and then check archives.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
Yeah.
there's ever going to be agenda in archives unless it was put there very, very early on in the game. And I think it was just more just to make R&D less dense. Because that's Swifty's got to work out how do I lose this game. He loses by a big R&D dig. That is, for me, the only way he can lose this game.
Right.
Absolutely. Okay, Rashida, and they're down to 12 cards.
So hopefully, for Swifty's sake, they've hit one now, and they clearly haven't. So that's very.
Whoa!
And that I can see the logic
Done R&D. I mean,
because you res one surveyor, that's expensive. Just full stop for Kit. No matter what tricks Kit can do, that is just expensive.
yeah, but I mean, wouldn't you do that if you had some sneaky agendas on archives? Like, yeah, I'm protecting R&D because that's where the win is, but I'm just gonna let two sneaky agendas slide on archives.
Yeah,
I like
And
how
that's-
I like how Swifty is commenting, knowing that you're watching the game.
I know he's just bad mouthing me, but it's fair. He does know how to play against Diaper.
Dude,
and-
is he
oh my-
com- is
This is insane.
what do you mean Swifty is commentating?
If you look in the Jinteki, you look in the chat window. He's been making comments about me.
About Rotage.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't.
So this is
Don't worry, I've had played against Diaper a lot. I know how to start. Oh.
yeah. There was a
Okay,
time
I'm,
once.
I'm gonna. I know I shouldn't, but I'm gonna commentate something.
Okay. So
Sorry.
So it's also-
The meme must go on.
yeah. So obviously in this time, Moby's been able to get some money up, so give them half a chance. And Swifty's now a lot poorer.
Yeah.
So
3 cards kit with 20 credits versus 26 credits and 10 cards. Asmari. I mean,
problem is Mobius probably still can't really play any more cards because if they have 2 in hand, oh well, that goes that plan. They
Okay.
go to punitive. So
what's punitive anymore?
I think you might probably run R&D. You know there's nothing. You know that Swifty hasn't drawn it, so you know that there's a good shot you can hit something in R&D if you can get in.
Yeah, but they're only seeing 3 cards.
And they'll hit. I'm fairly confident they'll hit an agenda because Swifty has looked for an agenda, has not seen one. So
Yeah, but
I would say
if they hit an SSL and only an SSL,
They die.
they're done for.
that's true. That's true.
They're bye-bye.
That is fair, but they'll get the money from the card whose name I've forgotten, so I was moving my mouse over it. Some Psych Mike.
Psych Mike.
It depends
Yeah,
what
that's
Swifty
3
reses here.
credits. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it depends how much Swifty reses.
They're gonna like.
I'm hoping there's
If
a
they spend
surveyor
it-
in here.
Yeah, because that would be just something I'm sure that would be
Yeah, they
expensive.
will have to move. They will have to pay 2 to move the ICA
Mm.
plus
IP block.
everything that will cost. Oh, IP block. That's gonna be back to the hand. Thanks to
No,
Mancusa.
No,
no, they
probably
can't.
gonna.
They can't. They can't break that Vancouver. They need the money. They need to get in. They can't afford to do that.
They're gonna
So they-
use Palongi.
What did they
Yeah.
trash? What did they trash to use Simul chip?
They would have ASOP something at the start of the turn. I'm guessing.
They Aesop's the Harbinger.
Okay, fair. Sorry,
So
I was
yeah, so,
not paying attention.
so another slot machine. I mean, this is fine as a punitive deck. You're happy to trade credits for credits. So if you pay 3, they pay 3. You're more than happy with that conversion rate.
Yep.
Uh,
Absolutely. Because punitive, it's 5.
yeah. So that
It's a 5 trace.
I've got an awful feeling. I'm just calling it now. Mobius is going to hit 2 agendas and win. I'm calling it now.
Oh!
So that's 6 credits. They can't Ankusa that. I suppose they could. They can't prolong it because they've already used it.
Oh no! They indicate to fire all unbroken servants from Atlas. They could
No,
have paid for it. Why
No.
wouldn't you pay for
I
it?
think no, because they have to fire the sub so they can pay the 6 credits manually
no.
to break it.
Yeah,
So
why
here we
wouldn't-
go.
No, wait. No. Why wouldn't you transform it?
You can't.
Into-
You've already prolonged this
No,
on that one,
Oh, that's true. There you go.
and they can't steal Bologna
That's
now.
the SSL.
and they can't steal Bologna.
Yeah.
But, so they are.
So
That's
I
it.
think you check archives,
They're
check HQ, right?
You check, yeah, because you know you're going to die. You might as well just run places and see what happens. You've got 6 credits. You can steal the Bologna
You
if you
can't
find
roll.
one. So you don't
They
lock.
have
You don't.
No, wait. You have 9 credits. Either they have 2, 3 plus.
You got to check archives.
You-
I'm
you-
betting that there's an agenda in the trash.
Yeah.
They
I-
need the
I-
win.
You
I don't think
just check it.
you check it. I just don't think there was one in there. I think when he preemptive, he would have definitely pulled one back if there was one in there. I'm 100% convinced on that. If not, I will tell Swifty off. I will seriously tell him off if there's one in the bin.
Oh, come on.
I'm
Come on,
gonna
man.
be really upset if there is an agenda in the win.
No.
All right. Well, you
Then
got
you have to you have to run HQ. You have to run HQ and just check.
I agree
You know, like
completely.
just,
agree
just go and make this crazy run on HQ where you think you maybe can hit agenda and win.
Yeah, you run HQ. You know that you are dead, whatever you do. So you might as well run HQ because you can't get back into R&D.
You can. Well, I mean, you can. Because the only thing you can, I don't know, you only have to pay through the.
Oh, Mobius said they saw Bologna in R&D and they didn't have the money to steal it. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
the worst.
They had 6 credits.
Not when
So-
the run. Not when the run ended though, because Psych Mike triggers after accesses.
Oh fuck yes.
So if they click in
oh.
the credit and then run last click, they would have had the money to do it.
Mhm.
So, but they didn't know what the ice was, so there's no way they could work it out, and they wanted to have some spare clicks to do other things. So,
I mean, I know I'm biased because it's my kid playing there, but I'm really proud of Swifty right now.
he's done well.
He's done well.
Has this game have they stopped? Because nothing seems to be happening. I'm assuming they've.
No, I think Mobius is just thinking about what's his next move.
Yeah, SSL's it anyway. He wins the game.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Like, glory run.
Because although he's got money now for Bologna, by the time he gets into HQ, he won't have. So SSL's the only option.
Okay, and
really
they don't have money
No.
to steal a Bologna.
No,
That's it.
Yeah.
that's it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because you can't Ankuza and Nasula because that would just be ridiculous.
Oh,
Like, he blocks
that
the ball.
was
Even
honestly
Gold
what was
Farmer.
the game. That's true. Like, if he hadn't installed SideMic, he could have actually pulled it off.
I know.
That's
and
the weirdest thing, right?
So now Big Pop is waiting in the finals, and Swifty and Suka are gonna fight it out to see who stays in the game.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna run real quick to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
So, do we have a picture of the bracket at all, Dan, or can we explain to the viewers and listeners what state of play is?
Yeah, I mean, I have it on my other screen here. I just have the Cobra. I didn't make an actual bracket.
I mean, that Cobra's fine. I think that's something people can sort of visualize and see what the situation is.
All right. Yeah, because now we're in the top 4. Oh no, it's boot.
Boots.
No. Anyway, let me share my screen with you. All right, so now you should be able to see Cobra.
Yep. So we can also now see that. Yeah. So Suka's playing Swifty, and then the winner of that is going to be playing.
Where'd it go? Why is it not showing me the pairings?
I'm not sure.
Oh, there it is. So Big Pop is waiting in the grand finals. Right? Or are we doing the weird thing where we're waiting?
There'll be quite a bit of waiting going on. So someone's won all their games and they've got to wait. Someone's got to wait a little bit, and then. So I think fourth is playing third now. So if two people are playing, the loser is fourth. The winner of that game plays someone else, and that's third place. And then the winner of that plays in the Grand Master all-time final, whatever it's called. I can't remember the names of all these finals.
Oh my god. Excuse me.
We're getting there.
So yeah, so we'll just discuss. Are you back now, Mar?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah. So we were just discussing the bracket and who plays who and what's happening.
Mm.
So we have Swifty.
Doesn't that sorry.
So Asuka's playing Swifty, and the loser of this is fourth, and then the winner of that plays someone else. For third place, the winner of that goes on to the Master Grand Final.
I think it's Ohm.
Yeah, Ohm. Yeah, so Ohm will face the winner of this game.
And then the winner of that
Okay.
game will go up against Big Pop.
Yeah.
Loser brackets up to the final. Okay. So we're watching Swifty again. And what is Swifty playing?
He's
His
running.
or his runner?
His runner, so that'll be Hoshiko, which I believe we saw early on, and I think you commentated. You both commentated on it earlier on.
Suka is Corp.
Suka's Corp. What is Suka's Corp list?
Oh, do we have access to that? We have Suka's Corp list? So we can check it out before
Mar,
commentating?
you accidentally joined the game as a player.
Oh shit. I'm so sorry. Sorry. That was absolutely not my intention, obviously.
I know you like to protect Swifty. I know he's your only son, but sometimes you got to let him face his own battles.
That's
anyway.
my job. That's my job. I need to protect him at any cost. He's a precious child. He's special.
He is special. I laughed at his picture the other day where we've obviously, like everyone else, obviously the whole quarantine, and work said take home whatever you need to do work. So, people take home the desktop computer, maybe some of the bits and pieces. He
actually took the freaking chair.
He took a chair. Here's a picture of his with the computer chair from his office in his car.
I actually asked him why, and he told me, the thing is that he wanted to set up office downstairs.
So, we're guessing.
We got Hoshiko against Argus. One thing I did, because I am really afraid about playing against Argus.
Swifty.
Or
Sorry to interrupt you, Ma.
Are you kidding me, mate? Yeah, that's the.
I don't know. I'd like to say that we're to blame, but I think we've got to at some point wash our hands and say we've done all we can, and at some point
we've done whatever it was in our hands. But whatever a 30-something year old can do, it's out of our reach now.
Yeah. Yes.
My head is literally in my hands right now.
Oh my god. Okay,
Um,
Suka is being the super cutest ever. And, I mean, Suka is giving Swifty the chance to reopen, and that it's just. I mean, Suka could just call for a game loss right now and just
yeah.
go directly.
Yep.
I mean, then it is an illegal deck, obviously. So if it was even a real life tournament and you did this, then 100% you're right. It's a game loss. This is whether this be classified as a premier event is another matter. But even at a G&K, this is like, well,
Oh, wait. You can restart, but Code Marvelous lets you manually get back the hand you had this game.
yeah. So what you can do is draw up the whole deck. Well, there's lots of ways you can approach it, but you can definitely get it back to that point, and I think that's perfectly fair. If Suka's got a
Okay,
hand that you like, I think that
I
is.
didn't know that can be done. I
Yeah.
didn't know about that.
Yeah, and I think that's perfectly fair. As we said, Suka's been he's nothing no fault of his own. He's had an amazing hand, and I feel it's only fair he should be able to keep that amazing hand. So
Absolutely. But
I'm totally on board with this.
I have to be completely honest with you. If I was in Suka's shoes right now, I would go like, you know what? I don't need to go through this.
Well, technically it's
Give me
a casual event.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, technically it is. Okay, sorry. Like
But-
so many people, when I see like 70-something people playing, I'm assuming like, no, okay, this is a serious event, and we're talking about top 8 right now. So if I was Suka, I would literally go, you know what? I'm so sorry. I don't want to come across as a mini, but that's a game loss. Give me my win. Bye.
yeah, and I think he could do it. I think fair play to Suka, but it also for me shows what we love about the Netrunner community. Is
Absolutely.
in other games, that would not have been a conversation. It would have been, yeah, game loss, we're done. But the thing about Netrunner is that people are very nice. People, they come here to play the game and have fun. Yes, you want to win, but it's the community and the playing is the main thing.
I mean, for you to understand this, like a game I had today earlier, I was playing Runner.
Mhm.
I access a nanotech, blah blah blah, the new card that gives you 2 credits when you click it.
Mhm.
And if you trash it, it gives you 2 credits. So I trash it, like, oh, why didn't it give me 2 credits? Like, was not rest.
So the hand that
But
he
it just
had
really
was a Prysec, an Atlas, an Econ Warfare, a hard-hitting News, and a Fast Track.
Didn't they top deck the hostile as well? They scored a hostile though.
Yeah. But
So
that's a
They
very good opener.
top deck and a hostel then.
must have been, yeah.
That was an amazing hand. I understand. I'm gonna lose the game, and yeah. So I allowed him to, like, yeah, take the 2 credits whatsoever, blah blah blah. And later on, like, I access three remote, 3 ice remote, and 2 advanced cards, and I access the card, and it's an NGO front, so I just trash it. Because, I mean, they didn't res it. And they're like, oh, shoot, I forgot to res it. And I was like, credits whatsoever.
Yeah, and I know I did a similar thing again where someone who had an incidental tag and just clicked for credits and then forgot to clear tag at the end of their turn, and they realised immediately. And I was like, of course, let's take it back. Because it's a real game, you would have realised that.
Okay, wait. What's going on?
So this is a problem now we've got of this, is that now Swifty's going to know their hand. Oh dear.
No.
It can...
Okay.
Yeah, move them to the bin first, because then they're hidden info.
I mean, the problem is that ship's long sailed now.
Yeah, Swifty look away.
So Grimsleeper's got a
No, no, no. Swifty have to look away.
No, I don't
And
know.
then
I don't
we
know what
will
we're gonna
farm-
do here.
Yeah, God. So Grimsleeper's pointed out that obviously when they have a tournament, they make the new deck and put the date on the tournament on it. One thing I always do is make sure I update the 2 decks that day, just for no apparent reason, just so they always appear at the very top. And we'll label them with the tournament, just some indicator.
Exactly. I mean, what Swifty did, and I love the man, but what Swifty did was
So, Swifty obviously does now know there's
we're
hard
okay
news.
now. We're okay now.
Yeah,
Everything's fine now.
we got there.
Cool. Got there in the end. So, Swifty's now got to be careful because he knows he can't run. And obviously his ID, he likes to make runs, but that's not.
Thing that he's gonna do in the first 2 turns is gonna feel like cheating a bit because he knows what's on hand and everything.
Yeah. It is unfortunate, and it's unfortunate that how it's all come about. I mean, I don't know if you would even then, if Argus has kept the hand, I'm not running against Argus until I really feel safe.
I mean, I feel like it does definitely suck, but I feel like if he was that adamant that he wanted his hand back, you knew that it had a hard-hitting news in it.
That's true.
Yeah, you know what I'm
true.
saying? That's literally the only card that Argus ever wants. Like, you know how we used to joke that decks were medium delivery systems? Argus is a hard-hitting news delivery system.
Yeah, I'm gonna spam a bit the Twitch because I see 8 spectators and they can just literally be watching these on Twitch instead of here.
They could be. There's not much we can do about it. Well, bear in mind that of those spectators, at least 3 of us are us. But it's a fair point. So Swifty lets the Atlas go, but gets money up. But at least now, he'll feel a lot safer now.
Yeah.
I mean, being 3 up with the Atlas counter as Argus, you're still in the danger. Oh, this is gonna make it. But if Suika can push another agenda here, he's still in the danger zone, you know?
Right, now that's what I was going to say. A bit of ice, not money. Now that's a problem.
Pricek, Sever 2. I can see another...
yeah, Swifty's got to go
another
for
Atlas
accesses
coming
now.
up.
Yeah, I completely agree. Get the 5 points of an Atlas token as Argus. You're so happy. If that's not an Atlas, though, then yeah.
Looks like...
I don't know if I was
There you
50
go. Oh, it's a
If I was
5-3?
or an NGO.
Oh, please let it be an SDS drone.
No, it's not.
Nope.
See, I would have been tempted to run that remote,
Oh
at least
my
force the ice
God.
res. Yeah, Swifty's so far behind now.
He's got to find a Stargate, right?
So there's a border control on server 2, so that's a problem as well. Yeah, Stargate, you can put it right down. Okay, that helps. Just take the damage. Don't care.
When he runs on last click, I'm pulling the Atlas on hand.
It's true. If he's got wow.
Better lucky than good.
Swifty.
Better lucky than good. That's the classic top tier American expression.
So there's a border control on the remote. That's probably a GFR. Oh my Jesus, no! You've got to be kidding me.
What?
Swifty just had an Necroda and just installed it and just is getting in. I'm assuming that's GFI or someone said SDS. I can't believe it's
NGO front.
I know it's an NGO front.
Okay, fair.
It's an NGO front, but you can get rid of the Brissac now.
100%. You can clear it. You can clear it off now. You got money.
Oh, they didn't even fire it.
No, they fired
7 credits.
Yeah, they fired. He had that 1 credit.
Oh, they did.
Because they had to use it price sec on the price sec. So R&D is still wide open. The remote is now.
Oh,
garbage.
This is so cheeky. What are we fast tracking here?
Wow.
Really?
So
without any ice on. Really tricky.
It's bold. I'll say that. Nothing else.
I mean, you have 1 in 5 chances to get it. Just come and waste your money and time on HQ.
See, I
Out.
don't. I'm really I'm trying to get my head around the fast track move. So yeah.
I mean, yep.
Let me know about that.
But they have 13 credits against 7. Like, I mean, hard-hitting news, it's not a problem.
Well, there's 2
Not even...
Suka has access to 2 econ warfares.
Oh, yeah. Then that can be a problem. See how this turn plays out.
Yeah, it's going to be, so get him down to 5. So you can easily land it, but then... So clearly they decided not to do that.
They draw. Oh my god, what's going on?
Trying to just
Why would you
rush
do
it
that?
out, I think.
So I think you'd probably consider challenging the remote and see if the ice gets rezzed or not.
I mean, sorry. Why would you challenge the remote? There is no other 3-2s out.
Well, because
So
if
that
this
is
false
obviously
lead
a
gets
Rashida.
scored, then he can win with the hostile, tutored with the Atlas next turn.
Oh, fair enough.
And also, you can make them pay money. If they don't res the ice, great. You're getting in quite cheap. If they res it, they're going poor. I'm not
Okay,
sure what the
okay.
HQ run. Okay, Raven. So
Oh, that's a Raven.
but that's fine. They can't score next turn, so you don't mind that. You can do something else do some other setting up.
What are we gonna do if your son wins this tournament?
We'll get him on here.
Really proud, and we're gonna pull him out of the how do you say it, Rodash? The school, boarding school. Yeah.
Oh,
And
he'll
we're
get to
probably
come
just
home.
gonna, yeah. He'll be allowed to come home. Maybe some human contact will do him good.
So Atlas shoots for too big to fail, which.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you?
So.
But now there are 2 bad publicities. I mean, that's a lot of money considering they're actually playing Roseki.
So I think you run the remote. It could be an NGO, which would be bad, but I still think you've got to. If it is the NGO, you still know there's a false lead somewhere. Yeah, you have to, because it could be a GFI, or.
But you can take through trace. So if you have enough money to clear the tag and everything, you need. I am very pro when you have this kind of trace situations. I am very kind on the. Yeah, I'm gonna put you in a situation where you can pay it, but if you pay, you lose a lot of money. You know, people only
So
push.
do you pop the border control here? Do you think?
That's a good question.
Yeah, because then they take 2 tags and they have to stick with one.
Well, bear in mind they've obviously got critics. They won't take a tag from wherever Serve 2 is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. If they want to go back in, they need to stick with the tag. And that will mean you can get rid of the film critic. I mean, that's a no-brainer.
I'm honest, why do they have to stick with a tag? They've got 2 clicks. They can clear 2 tags if they want to.
Enough.
Still puts them in dicey, hard-hitting news range, but...
They have day form.
Oh, that was a false lead.
Oh, nice. Nicely done, Swifty. So, yeah.
Yep. Nicely done. Dave, Tom says hi.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Tom. So, there we go for the hard-hitting news.
Yes. Absolutely. Why wouldn't you?
So, Swifty's got decisions to make now.
Because he can't. He's
Oh.
not likely to be able to clear all 4 tags.
There's the take back.
It depends if there's another Juices Wild in.
Of course, no problem.
Does he run 3 copies?
If I'd pay, he did send me the list. I actually have this list. He sent it to me, and I did look at it.
Can you send it to me?
I will send it to you right now. Hold on.
To both of us, please.
That should be it. And yes, there's 3 Juices Wild. and he's only played 2, so there's 1 left if he has it. Because with that and the Ozeki money, he will be able to clear the tags. But remember that he has 1 link at the moment, which makes it is an extra credit to get.
What he wants to be looking for is at hunting grounds. I mean, hunting grounds would be absolutely amazing against
It's in the bin.
Yeah, he got hit by meat damage early.
He added when he had to be aggressive early.
I mean, because that would be a really high fuck off to all Beta Ravens you can have on the table.
Yeah. So you can clear some of the tags. So you can't die, which is something, and the corp is now bankrupt. So obviously they could trash Film Critic, but then the corp is very poor, and they've forced it still in the bin.
Yeah, just run archives.
No, you do not want you leave it there for now. I think you've got to stabilize a little bit. You know you've definitely got time now. Mm-hmm. What Suka really needs is some fast money and stuff like a Rashida and a remote, just something to get going. Because Swifty's got the drip econ going now, and obviously Beth's doing nothing at the moment, but eventually Beth will be turned back on again. Yeah, so the hard-hit news plan was...
but you have R&D open, so it's really tempting.
It's tempting, but I just don't think it's worth the risk, because another hard-hitting news and you're finished, the game's over. And I don't think... You've got to evaluate, for me, it's evaluating, do I need to be... Can I lose this game by doing this, or can I win this game? And, oh wow. Okay, that's fair.
I mean, if they've committed to not icing, right?
Yeah.
Then it doesn't matter how many bad pub they give up. They just need to score.
Exactly. And I think they had to do it because with the drip the Swifties get in, they had to be aggressive. But every turn now where they're not doing anything, okay, that's doing something, that's good. So Swifty can... So Swifty's got the side. Obviously the free bad pub, effectively, it's only going to cost him a tag to get in there. He knows that both... There are 2 Econ Warfare in the bin, so the worst case scenario is Econ Warfare hard-hitting news, which could happen, but that would just be unfortunate. It could be a price sec, which would be very unfortunate, I think, because... But for Suka to win this game, apart from the flat line, they've either got to score an agenda from that remote or score 2 hostiles.
Ooh, it is the price sec.
Loses a dream
Dream, yep.
Which is unfortunate.
It doesn't matter. They can clear the tax and trash the price tag. Why wouldn't you trash the price? Oh, okay, because hard hitting news later.
Yeah, you'd really want to. It's unfortunate. But I think Swifty's worried, and rightly so. That makes him too poor. So I'm wondering if that was... Because you know it's not an Atlas. Whoa, what's Swifty doing? Okay, that's super bold. But it's not... Okay, that's not good.
It's just bold.
I think his worry was by keeping to 8 credits, it meant the hard-hitting news couldn't land, but...
We got some maths going on here.
Yeah, so he can definitely land a hard-hitting news. There we go.
And then he just has to not lose before he can land the HPT.
Yeah, well, we know there's an agenda in the bin. So there's at least some points.
That'll get him to 5, yeah.
So if you can get anything off R&D, so Swifty can't realistically clear tags. Oh, can he clear tags? Really? I'm not sure I like this, because... Yeah.
He's gonna shoot him. He's gonna shoot a missile through his.
I think I would have gone for Hail Mary there at that point, because
me too.
28 cards into the deck, chances are they've seen a high-profile target at that point. Maybe the mistake was probably running that remote with the price sec, because the worst case scenario is the corpse scores a false lead, which is not good, but then the corpse now really, really poor.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the point.
And you know one's in the bin, so I think actually you probably leave that remote, you just can't, because there's a price sec, as we saw, that's the end of the game. And there's only one price sec gone down. Yeah, and Swifty's just messaging me now saying he feels he shouldn't have run that remote. Yeah, hard luck, Swifty.
Don't tell lies.
So yeah, oh well.
Now
So
it's just
Swifty.
like
So I've made Swifty feel worse by telling him that because apparently because I was right when he shouldn't have run that remote. So but he's laughing. Swifty's always laughing.
Oh, okay. So now we have both Ruben Peters. Captain. No.
So that puts Swifty in fourth.
Fourth. I mean, and congratulations, Swifty. If you do listen back to this, you made the cut. I didn't get anywhere near the cut. So well done. You've done far better than me recently. And yet another tournament you've done better than me yet. You are.
Your dad and I are very proud.
We are very.
That you made the cut and very disappointed that you fucked it up.
Yes, that's pretty much it. Yeah, you did fuck it up yet again. You build our hopes up and then you dash them. And
what's the password?
I sent it to you in a message.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you.
How can people still get in the game though?
Because they can see it, because I put it in the tournament thing.
Okay, fair enough. So we've got Acer against Oshiko. This is a APOC list, I believe.
Correct.
Okay. Well done, Swifty. You've joined the stream.
Now he left to watch it on.
Exactly. I said well done. Yeah, congratulations.
Well done. Thanks.
He's done at least one thing right today.
I'm gonna do this again for the other 5 people that didn't get it.
Well, no, it's a bunch of people from the tournament who are spectating.
Yeah, but the thing is that when you're doing something on Twitch, it doesn't. Okay, one left. Yay. You want them to join your stream. I mean, you streaming it for something, and I'm sure that the more people you get on stream, the more people can get to support you.
Exactly.
And,
Balder, relax.
Yeah, and also you get to obviously hear people talking. You get to talk in the chat as well. You get to ask us questions. So if anyone out there in chat wants to ask any of us a question, by all means ask us a question. It could be about Netrunner, it can be about anything at all, really. And so yeah, so I'll be honest, I don't play this Acer list, so I don't really understand it.
It's the combo.
It's a combo, yeah. I mean, I can never play these combo decks. I'll phrase it, I can't play Corp combo decks. Yeah, never quite figure them out.
I mean, the biggest thing is becomes a problem when you're up against an APOC list is if you don't set up super fast as the Corp, then you end up having to hold your combo pieces until after the first APOC, which means that your hand can kind of clam up a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm guessing at this point you kind of maybe accept you are going to get APOC'd. It's just a case of how much can you get done before that happens. Okay, so ice in all the centrals, which can be good, but obviously DDoS, which I assume this list will run as a DDoS. Won't be particularly scary.
The breeze.
Yep, there it is.
There you go.
Setting up.
So all we need now is the APOC. Because usually the Acer list, from what I do understand, they want to spread the ice across to get more value from fully operational.
Mm-hmm.
Stacking ice on any one server is not what they want to be doing.
But you know you have like at least 2 turns because liberated accounts wants to be emptied before popping that DDoS.
I'll be honest, I play a lot of APOC, and if I could APOC with Aiden and Liberated,
There
I
you
felt it was
go.
worth it. I do it, but obviously now they can't, so now it's fine. But I would certainly do it. Wow, they're going for the Wanton instead.
Okay.
I mean,
That
Fair
feels
enough.
good.
I run 6 of them.
I mean, getting combo pieces out of the hand is very good.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, it does play Archive Memories, but then having to waste Archive Memories recovering the hand.
I was like, I remember, what was it, when JNet first became operational, we did a bunch of weird decks, and the dumbest deck, if you remove all card restrictions, was I just made a deck with Wild Side and Chronotype, and 3 copies of Cyber Feeder, and then every other card was a Data Sucker.
So it looks like we're getting a score now. So get the Mega pre-scored. Team Swatch something back in. So there's a paperclip in the bin, but nothing else. So you probably feel that with the second ice on O&D, you've got a bit of time before the APOC.
Oh, archives them.
Keeping them honest over here.
Just see what's in there. So yeah, they hit. I think what hit a VLC. This is what hit for the
Calibration
Wanted.
testing and a fully operational.
Yeah, field operational was probably the big one, I think. Yeah, still not using liberated accounts, so clearly that tells they use it now, so maybe they have drawn the APOC, possibly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Rashida.
Mm-hmm.
Let's install.
I think the
a lot
real
of
power of the Asa deck is just how tempo forward it is. Like every turn is good. Like it's just a bunch of incredibly good purple cards in a deck.
Yeah, you're not doing like we saw some games earlier on where you're not as if you're just clicking for credits. As you say, you're always moving the game forward. You're not sort of floating along. You are progressing the game. And that's always bad for the runner because you don't get many turns as the runner against this deck by the looks of it to sit back and establish your board state because you haven't got the time to do it. Have you played any of this Acer, Mara, at all?
I played against this Asa a lot. I haven't played it per se. I know you shouldn't be checking the remote. You should be trashing the team sponsorship. You should be checking server 3 and trash the probably other team sponsorship that is in the remote, because the team sponsorships are where the win is.
Yeah, I suppose for APOC decks that might change a little bit because obviously if you can land the APOC that does all the trashing for you. They still trash the Breaker Bay grid though.
Yeah, that's going to be very big, and they snatched the Mega Pre, which would have turned into a 2-pointer for Ohm.
Yeah.
For yeah.
Yeah, they probably want the Black Orchestra because there is obviously no End the One Sentry in this list, but there is End the One Code Gates.
Gatekeeper, right?
Yeah, Gatekeeper. Which is why they nearly need that, or rebirth into Omar. But again, either one of those is over a turn away, so Ohm still has at least this turn and another turn before APOC potentially lands.
And they can ice archives, but like that's for ices.
We still don't know what server 3 is. Obviously, server 4 is obviously new.
We don't know. Oh, there you go. So
lines.
the other one, it's probably for an Arella.
Yeah, 'cause we
make
know
it
that's
stable for the scoring remote.
Mm-hmm.
yeah we know it's not an agenda. One of the benefits of JNet
There
is
you go. Now we're
Yeah.
finally like checking project
Oh.
pattern.
okay. That could be a problem because Acer. I don't know if Acer can win in 4 turns. It might be able to, but
No, it can win in 4 turns. Like
It
as a
can't
combo.
without the
they-
breaker bay.
Yep.
It needs the breaker bay to
And
do like the
they
full
already-
combo turn.
Yeah, and they trashed the team sponsorship. That's exactly what they needed to do. So yeah, now it's a tough call for Asa. Like knowing that they can break the epoch at any time, I would be worried.
yeah, it depends what the NOS and R&D is because APOC would just probably finish Acer off at this point.
It
I don't
doesn't
think-
matter if they can reverse into Omar.
And that's it. If they can get the
And
rebirth,
he does.
but the fact they're making these runs now implies to me they can't APOC at the moment because it's spending resources and time trying to make these runs.
Yeah, they're trying to maintain pressure.
And
Whereas if
that's totally fine. I mean, if I was in the runner place, you want to let the corp know that you can get in.
Yeah.
Like you feel safe there because I only have like these one break it out, blah blah blah. But no, I can keep pressuring you. You are not safe. And that makes the corp uneasy, and
No.
that can make the corp like make a mistake. And in a combo deck, if you make a single one mistake, you're done for. I totally agree with the strategy that Suka is going for.
So they're making maps. That's interesting. Wonder what
I
they're
mean,
making.
why didn't they break the ice? They only
No.
have to pay 4 credits for it.
So no, that tells me they want the money for something else. So either they've got Liberated in hand, or they are still thinking of the APOC maybe for next turn. It's possible.
I don't know.
Hagen Firing doesn't do anything. There's nothing. There's no non
Right.
icebreakers to trash, so it's just an end of run at the moment. So it's not they're thinking about that. They are purely thinking about is 4 credits for a single access worth it right now, and it isn't.
Oh, okay. But I mean, the 4 credits you were paying to trash Hagen, to break Hagen, it's the 4 credits you will be. Oh, okay, that's the program. Okay, fair then. Totally fair. Sorry, I was mistaken.
So, yeah, I think I probably agree with that. I don't know if I want to pay 4 credits for single access when I'm not mega rich, and also I don't feel Ace is not winning, not this turn anyway. So you've got a little bit of time.
Yeah, the pressure is not very high.
No, absolutely not. And actually, you want the game to go as fast, as slow as you can because you want your veteran to take down.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's a really good point because obviously that can become huge. Because if that ever ticks down, they're on 6 agenda points, and they need 1 access, which and with 19 cards in R&D, do you know what I mean? There's agendas are beginning to pile up somewhere.
And archives or they're prepping for how do you say
Here we
a
go.
diversified portfolio, the one that
Oh no, they're gonna do a full hand
Clear out. Wow.
a full hand clear out with wanton.
can only say yes to that. So sorry. I mean,
Wow.
wow.
So that's why they were pondering the last turn the money.
Yep.
And they keep 1 click, so they want to just check archives immediately, and wow, they've hit. So, and that's it. Wow. Oh my
Tradition
goodness.
because Bachelor doesn't
Whew.
get.
Whew.
Yes.
Wow. Bravo. Bravo.
That was-
Napalm.
And that was a really good line there from
That
Suka
was-
because we'd seen. Sorry.
That was
Uh,
amazing.
Yeah, and I think a really good something that I like to do. I don't know. I'm sure my players might do the same. Is like you've seen that there's 19 cards in R&D, which means there's 30 cards elsewhere. So the majority of agendas are somewhere, and only I think about 7 points being accounted for. So there are likely to be some in HQ. So that seemed a really good, well-timed wanton. And Naomi was saying they would have won next turn too as well. So they had what they needed. Well, so these games are going fast now.
All right, so we're going to be heading into the finals here. Suka versus Big Pop. Big Pop coming from the winners.
Yep.
That 4-card wanton.
Oh, that was just like bravo. I mean, I was excited.
So do we know where these two players are from?
I think Big Pop is an American, maybe. I don't think Suka is.
Okay.
I can look on their registration forms.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Wow, the final.
So Argus again against. How do you pronounce this? Is it Hoshiko? I'm terrible at
It's
pronunciations.
Hoshiko.
Hoshiko. Okay.
So Suka is from Italy. Big Pop is also from Italy.
And Big
Oh.
Pop. So wow. Italy's now the place to be. So we've got looking at the deck list right now. It looks like a fairly standard April list. And let's look at this Argus list. So 2 force lead. Again, fairly standard. Nothing really jumps out as unusual in that list. Typhonium is a bit spicy. That's not something I often see in Argus.
Okay.
People didn't listen to you, Mar. The spectators didn't listen to you.
Like 10 spectators.
Oh.
Okay. They're kidding. I'm gonna spam that shit like the whole tournament.
All right. So an Italian is going to end up winning this tournament.
Yep.
Like it or not.
Like it or not. That's right.
Yep. I'm part Italian, so it's a victory for me as well. I'll take that.
I mean, does that really count, though? I'm part Italian. I'm also, like, white Wonder Bread.
Really?
Yeah. I'm Italian
part
in the
Italian?
way I'm Italian in the way that Americans say that they're Italian.
Yeah.
So you like pizza?
Yeah. It meant that I had Catholic relatives.
And I'm probably less Italian than you, Dan, because I'm talking like my great grandparents for
Yeah,
Italy.
no, my dad is like Italian, and then my mom is like a Eastern European mutt.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so fair.
Yeah, you fiery, baby.
How about you, Mar? You fully Spanish? Any other things going on, or?
I'm fully Spanish, like 100%. I would love to do one of those like DNA tests to see what goes really, really back. But as far as I know, all my family are fully Catalan. So on 3 generations at least. So
Wow.
I'm not only Spanish, I'm fully Catalan.
Yeah, I do apologise. I've done that before. Apologies. Yes, Catalan, not Spanish.
No, that's fine. I mean, Catalonia, it's not an independent country. So I'm a Spaniard.
Streamers.net runner.
Okay. So we've seen 2 hostiles scored.
That's not bad.
And the DDoS is done. Both players have money, which is probably worse for Argus because it means Econ with a hard hit news is not likely to be able to land. I would certainly favour the runner in this game. I find as Argus it's very hard to sort of stop the APOC, and once the APOC lands, it's very hard unless you've got a really good start.
Yeah.
And 2 hostiles helps, but that's still bad pub, which isn't ideal.
I agree.
So
Not with the beam breakers. I mean, 2 bad paths with the beam breakers, it's just like a free up.
Yeah, and they've got the DDoS as well, so
Yeah.
I think Suka's got to push. I completely agree. You've just got to be aggressive. Can't let this game go on.
Why would you res the Prisec there?
Maybe I have a habit of playing Crims. That's all I can think of, and it's Oh, I think they wanted to pop DDoS, maybe. Yeah. Oh, maybe they're going for APOC instead.
I hope this inside ice is a Data Raven.
An Archer. Okay. Okay. I mean
that'll get you there.
I mean, that's going to be very expensive to deal with unless they can rebirth, but you've forced a cop to get rid of a hostile, and you're fine with that. So now you can... Now I'd be tempted to check the remote, because you've got a DDoS, you might as well.
Caca.
So... They're going through, they take a tag from the Raven, a tag from Prisec, and maybe another tag. We don't know what the other card is. I'm assuming it's an agenda.
Oh my god, what if it's another Prisec?
It could be. Oh, it's the Atlas. So you have to take the damage, I suspect, unless there's some really good cards in your hand. I don't like...
Walter, stop.
Well, I suppose one tag, they're not going to do anything too scary to you. You've got daily casts. They could trash that, you don't care.
Are you for real, Balder?
So... Oh, the juices, they would have wanted that. But they have cleared the remote out. They're safe from death. They know there's no closed accounts because they saw the list.
I mean, I feel like you just push, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you got to do that because... but obviously they went from 2-0 up in that turn to being 2-1 down.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
It's not, and at least R&D is going to be expensive to get into unless they get a rebirth, because you do not want to be breaking Arch of an MK Ultra as an APOC list. That's the thing you dread the most.
No, you don't want to break an Archer with MK Ultra.
So now they're doing something else. Okay.
Oh.
That's fine. You might as well get the paperclip installed, if nothing else, because you've got the bad pub.
But that stops your APOC.
It does.
Perfect.
I mean, APOC's not happening anytime soon anyway.
Oh, they access. Okay,
Oh,
they
wow.
access and sold a freaking hostile.
Okay, that's...
Do you actually want to go for the APOC?
Well, you can't, because you can't get through the Atlas.
No.
Or the
APOC was never...
Archer.
Exactly. The APOC was never happening that turn. There was just poking. Which I'm not sure about, because you have DDoS and now you've now got a res border control, as you say. But the thing with border controls, all you need to do is just keep running that click 1.
So you force them to decide if they're going to use it.
Exactly. So that's not a big disaster.
Oh.
They
just want them to pop that.
Yeah, and you'll never poke it further to do that laundry. So just get some more money from the bad pub. Clear the tag. Oh, false lead is scored. Okay, so that's danger time now. Because this list has no, as far as I know, Citadel, no tech against the combo.
Lead. Is that a win? Like, it's false lead a win?
So
Or it
the
could
idea
be.
being,
If they land the hard hitting, then they pop the false lead and they can only clear 2 tags.
so let me see how many booms they were playing. I didn't check that. Because obviously Hyper Target itself will not finish.
Okay,
multiply.
then just check how many booms or consulting basics.
So they
Well,
are playing.
the
Give
big-
me a second to scan for this list. Very, very quickly. So they're playing two high profile targets. So they would need to play 2 of
consulting
those.
visits?
They have 1.
Okay, so they're virtually playing 3 high-profile targets.
But they can only play 2 in 1 turn. So now we see the Stargate, which is interesting because that's going to be very expensive to break that Archer.
Yeah, and we also don't know what's in front of the Archer.
Exactly. So I'm not sure I'm a big fan of this because this is going to bankrupt you and then just put you well within the false lead hard hitting news range.
They just really want them to pop the border control.
Yeah, when they see
Are
the
they
hard hitting news in hand.
allowing it? They're allowing it.
Well,
I think you do, because then otherwise you leave HQ completely open, and
Wow, 3 cards for an access. That's just crazy.
if this is another false lead, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh my word.
okay, so now they're very dead, but
Yep.
the runner has an econ lead at the moment. There's only 1 card in hand, remember, so at least there's nothing too scary, and they can see what that card is. Okay, so hard hitting news is online whenever they want it.
Absolutely.
But there's a hope of targets in the bin. We'll see if it's what the recursion is like.
Is there only 1 copy of HPT?
There's 2 in the deck, so 1's in the bin.
Is there a boom?
There's no boom, and I don't believe there's any kind of recursion whatsoever.
Whew. Probably a hostile here.
Okay.
So that makes
Right, because now they
Good.
can
And
now they
so-
can slow roll because the second they can land
so MK is in the bin. I should have realised there is an NK, so they can Stargate, but it's so expensive. I just don't think you do that. So basically, they're using DDoS just for this remote. Realistically, there's nothing else it's being used for. But that could well be an NGO, which would make you very sad. Because then I'd put the Corp getting very close to being ahead on money. Actually, no, they would be ahead on money.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But there's only 1 card in hand, which we know what is a consultant visit, so they can get the hard hitting news, but then they need to drop to the high profile target. And you'd have to gamble whether you want to pop false leads on the hope you can draw the high profile target. And Ben was only 1 left.
yeah, no, it's tough, right?
And the thing with the false lead is if you pop it, obviously you're not getting it back. You've got to. They're gonna have to take a gamble. So
They're firing subroutines. Okay, like fires. Jeez.
I mean, they've got the free bad pub, so they can pay for the trace.
fair enough.
And it was an
But,
NGO.
if I was the corp and that was the NGO front, I would go like, just like 6 or 7 into a trace. Like I'm not going bankrupt, but you have to pay for it.
I mean, that's interesting.
Just establish dominance. You know what I mean?
Established dominance.
And the other thing it does do is if you start doing weird stuff like that, the runner will start having to think about why you're doing that. And if you can give the runner more and more things to think about, there's more like they're going to make a mistake.
You screaming.
Yeah.
Yep.
So-
just keep
That's exactly what
just
you
keep
want
doing
to
this.
do.
Yeah. I feel they have to because also Belmont HQ is just wide open. It's far safer in that remote, whatever it is. So there's still 2 NGOs left. There's obviously agendas left.
Suka is having that they can keep drawing into something that they can jam into the remote, that is amazing. I mean, because
And sorry. And I think because you don't want to give the runner any time to sort of do stuff.
was me, I would be drawing into like eyes or operations, not shit that I could be dropping onto remote time and again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because obviously it is costing them. Obviously the choices cost them nothing, but a click and 2 credits, as well as making the click to make a run every single time, is quite a lot. And obviously don't forget false lead, because there's obviously some. If the runner ever makes a slight mishap, then you can still pop it on at a random time if they ever land enough tags.
Absolutely.
So,
Honest to God, if I'm pushing an agenda and they don't run it, and I go to like a point where I can go like 7 points, I'm gonna go like full fleet. I'm gonna score these 3 points agenda. Deal with it later.
Yeah. So yes, to the
You know,
chat.
like if in a point this was a 5-3 and they have 2 clicks left, I'm like, yep, you're down 2 clicks. Bye, bitch. Bye.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the risk, right? Is that this also gives Suka a lot more threat on what the runner does on their turn, just in general.
So,
if the remote and it's an agenda, you better do it in your first 2 clicks.
wow. So, okay.
Okay.
That is probably the worst thing to see, because that is nothing they can do about that, and that's to make money is utterly wasted. As well as taking a damage. I mean, you can get the MK Ultra at least, which is something, I guess. There is some value there, but they're going to end up on 2 tags. Which is kind of awkward. Yeah, this could go horribly wrong, because if that is an agenda...
Are they playing any kind of traps?
I don't.
No.
I don't think this is a cheeky.
If
I
that
don't
was a
think this is a
jumper?
cheeky ghost branch.
No, there is no traps in the deck list.
No. Or a freaking jumbo. Like, I mean, you're dead.
So yeah, the chat's pointing out this is not good, because they're taking a damage from the stem hack. If that's an agenda, either another tag, which I can't take, I don't think, because they'd end up to leave the turn on 3 tags. If they take the damage, they're down to 1 card and a tag. So basically, whatever happens, the Corp can basically drop to half a target and win the game. And
See
even
what's going on. Oh, they actually
so this
resolved.
okay, that's not
Oh,
what
wow. Okay, that was bold.
So now they're in like dead either way territory.
they are. No, obviously they know the Hopper target's not in hand. Well, actually no, because the consultant visit, sorry, they're dead. There's a consultant visit, they're just completely dead now. This is over. Suka's won. There's nothing.
They have.
Big Pop has to.
They have 1 click to clear 1 tag. Why would
They can't clear the tags.
Oh yeah.
So they have to. They know consultants in hand. They have to run R&D and hope to win. That's all they can do. There's nothing.
Consulting visiting.
Yeah.
Yep. Bye.
If this is
And Hortum they can't break. So now they're dead.
No.
Oh no, they have got the Black Orchestra.
Yeah. Just make a glory run. Like, you're dead? No problem. Just
So
make a glory run and hope you. They have to trust.
I'm confused. Sorry.
They have to trust the target.
Hang on, what, Rotaj?
So they could have installed Black Orchestra against the Mouseless, but they didn't, and I'm wondering why they didn't do that. They installed it now. I'm sure I didn't see it in the bin earlier. I must have missed it.
I think it got trashed by the stim hack.
Oh, the damn. Okay, that makes sense. That explains it. Okay, thank you, Chaz, mentioned that as well.
What do you do when you're dead? You make a glory run.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I love this game.
You have to. So you could hit. Yeah, and I don't think Yeah. So, is there one more game after this?
Yep, Suka has to win too.
Okay, so we now got the Grand Master.
We're going on to the grand final.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm so sorry, but I think I'm gonna drop you guys.
Okay, well, thank you so much for hanging out.
Yep.
It was lovely to have you on.
Oh,
Thank you.
it was absolutely, like, honest to God, when you messaged me, I was really flattered that you thought about me to commentate with you. That was an amazing experience. I hope I did you proud.
Oh, yeah, it was wonderful.
And please think about me if you ever want to, like, do this again.
Okay, well, have a good night.
I would be really. Yeah, you too. Good night, babes.
Bye.
And have fun. Bye.
Bye. So now we've got Titan against Hoshiko. Is this another APOC list as well? Oh, it's is that another APOC list? Do we know?
I think everybody besides Swifty was on APOC.
Okay, fair enough. So I hope this will be
APOC, the main Anarch win condition.
Yeah. I suppose I should do Mars' job of telling people to watch the stream, I guess. What is the link? So, Big Pop's given us the list. I'll have a quick look, although I think we've... So it just ices up the centrals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, I think this is the one we saw before, so it's just a straightforward, just rushy Titan with Bartic Labours, mid-level clearances, and the Scape Net, which I quite like. It's a cheeky include.
Yeah, I mean, I think the big thing with all these Titan lists, when you're an Anarch or a criminal and you don't have access to Clot, you just have to try to snatch an Atlas from somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
And a lot of times these games do come down to skilled play on crucial turns and whether or not the runner got an Atlas early,
Yeah.
Slow everything down.
So it looks like an hostile score, which Titan wants, just to get some money going, get an agenda scored. Obviously the Apoc's online, but Titan probably doesn't really care that much. Particularly there's only 2 ice.
Yeah, the biggest thing with Anarch versus Titan is you have to find your Stargate, because there's no point in APOCing against Titan if you don't have a multi-axis plan ready.
Yeah, I agree with that. Either a Wanton or a Stargate or something just to punish. It's not the APOC that's doing the damage, it's what you do after the APOC that's doing the damage.
Yeah, and it looks like they might not even be going for the APOC in the foreseeable future because they just want to try to snatch an Atlas.
Yeah, and I think Stargate is a good way of doing that.
Yeah.
And Big Pops realise that immediately and double ice R&D and get some more money. And that's an important thing to do as you're playing as Titan. You know how you want to win the game, but it's important to realise how you could lose the game and try and limit that from happening. Is this the third hostile? Oh, yes, it is. Wow.
I think that's a big thing that a lot of people try to pick up and play Titan, and they think that they can just focus on the game's win conditions, and then they're like, oh, Titan is just a 50-50, I don't ever seem to win. But really good Titan players focus on how they lose.
Yeah. And Trebuchet, it will be very nasty. Because that's the Stargate gone.
Yeah.
Obviously the Bad Pub, fine. They've gone Bad Pub crazy, so it's irrelevant now. And that's a pretty sad Stargate. Yes,
Well,
you've got
you
a
can
piece
get
of
rid of
ice.
the ice at least.
You can get rid of the ice, that's true. And 2 Cyber decks you don't care about. But
Oh no, you can't, because nothing can be
you can't.
tracked.
No, of course, I forgot. Yes, the Stargate doesn't do anything. Ooh, that'll do for the runner.
Yeah, and then if they go into archives, they can APOC this turn, get rid of that Trebuchet.
Yeah, and I think if you can, why not? Because there's already there's some ice coming up, but you can get rid of free ice. Yeah, this is an APOC turn if I ever saw one.
Yeah, sick rips.
Yep.
Sick rips. I think the biggest thing that Shiro has done for the archetype here is being so tempo positive with the draw.
Mm-hmm.
Really helps keep pace with the APOC decks as they set up.
Yeah. And yeah, look, this is getting cards together. Yeah, trashed out. You got bad pub, you trash it anyway, but
Yeah, I mean, just to reduce the hand.
too big to fail. Yeah, and again, because of the 4 bad pub, you can pay the 5 because it's costing you 1 real credit, and it thins the hand out.
Yeah.
Not as if Titan's ever going to play that card anytime soon, probably ever in this game, but you want to get good accesses.
Yeah, you want to get good accesses.
And so Titan's
This bad pub that Big Pop gave out early, I think it's going to be his undoing.
Yes, because if they were the Sandstorm with the paperclip, it's just doing nothing. And maybe that's what they're hoping for. Yeah.
1 second. People in chat, the second subroutine on Trebuchet says that if the trace is successful, that nothing can be trashed or stolen during this run.
So we see an Archivez, so that's another Stargate dead. There's only 1 left. Assuming they are playing. Assuming they're playing free. I don't know if they're playing free. I would assume they are. So they've got a Duo down. Zangief got good numbers against Archer compared to MK Ultra.
It's 8. Yeah, it's not terrible. Once you have 3 virtuals down, it goes to 6, which is very good.
Yep. So they've now got access to all breakers, and with the bad pub, they can get in. So Big Pop's getting the Atlas in hand. They're probably going to fast advance that next turn.
Yep, saying come try to snipe it. Which I think
they know that.
I think you push, right? Because maybe you get them out of the money range if they're focusing on using Biotic, right?
Exactly, yeah, exactly. If they're doing Bartic, then they can't afford. They can spend 8 credits. So yeah, I agree. You've got the breakers in the bin. You've got the bad pub as well. So what happens? You haven't got time. This is an interesting point because APOC decks play DDoS. They like to not have the ice resed, but sometimes you just gotta go for it. You haven't got time for that.
I mean, with 4 bad pub though, it's not the worst.
No, so that'll cost. Yeah, it's quite expensive.
Yeah, 4 real credits for that Trebuchet.
Yeah.
Or 2 real credits. Sorry.
So I think they can just about afford this if they really want to do it. Because I think 4, it cost them all their money though, all their money for 1 access. I'd be tempted to maybe bounce at this point. You've got them down to 5 credits. You've got them out of Bartic range. Yes, they can still Audacity. Yes, they can still do the other combo. I think Reconstruction. No, I can't remember what the card is called. With Dedication Ceremony and that asset.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that's good. You don't want to go into 0 credits for that single access. It's not match point. You might as well better play setting up.
I agree. And you're maintaining the pressure. So they're gonna get an Atlas here, which stinks. But you've still got the tremendous amount of pressure on them.
Yeah. And you know that all 3 hostiles are gone, so they will need to score either a 5-3 or 2 other agendas to win this game.
A real agenda.
Exactly, yeah. So you know there's no sort of like... You've got a bit more time than you would normally have.
The biggest thing is that Archer is looming large.
It is, but they're getting money now, and I think... Yeah, just running R&D and HQ would be very expensive if they ever wanted to try and land that APOC.
I think they're probably hoping to get a rebirth soon.
Yeah, I agree. The rebirth is what's really going to give them a chance. They do want to land the APOC, because both their centrals are not cheap to run at the moment. Suka's, yeah, this is... Yeah, Rebirth, I think, is what they really need now to give them that chance, because they've got a reasonable amount of money coming in, but I think the chat pointing out that the full-footed hostile hurts, and yeah, but then it's one of those things. If they don't res the archer, then they probably get APOC'd anyway, so it's in a bad position. So it's a tough one.
Yeah, being on the even numbered agenda count as Titan hurts with the hostiles gone though.
Yeah. So Titan's got some more money, so at least they are within Bartik Atlas
Ooh,
range.
amped up and loses the Apocalypse, so we're going straight for the
straight to the Wanton, yeah.
Wanton.
So since they do the whole hand, or just do 4 cards and then check the bin.
Nope,
Yeah,
they're just going to do the whole hand, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think there's any real recursion in this list, so... And also, by clearing the hand out, it makes it harder for them to do a Audacity at some point.
Right. It sets them back for the Audacity.
Yeah. So, and you can check the bin at any point. I'll just double check if there is any kind of... I don't think there was any kind of recursion in this list. There's one preemptive action in this list. So Big Pop just join up there, needing cards A for doing stuff, and B, as I said before, for the Audacity. So Zuka probably does want to check the
Dave,
bin.
why are orange cards so good in this game?
I don't know. I mean, Anok, yeah, it's been good for quite a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good question.
I think green is the color on both sides that should be good at all times. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, I'm certainly a big fan of Wayland and Shaper. I played Shaper today, actually, and now I've forgotten how much fun Shaper is. So that was a lot of fun.
Well, Shaper is the original fun is a zero-sum game faction.
Oh, definitely. But hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, with Nisei doing the fantastic work Nisei doing, we'll see some amazing Shaper cards soon. Hopefully. As long as we don't bring back Diaper, that deck needs to never come back.
You know what I want? I really want to see Shaper actually get like good at installing things. Like Shaper's in this weird position where it has like a lot of really cool tools that other people borrow, like Wayland used to be.
Mm-hmm,
Like
yeah.
Kalangi and the SMCs. But yeah. So I think
Yeah.
the big thing here is if Big Pop doesn't push something soon, like the game is gonna tilt very strongly towards Suka.
I do have to laugh at Suka's comments in the chat in this game. I think we're looking at APOC again. I mean, yeah, because if they ever managed to land an APOC, then it would be just devastating, I feel now. Depends what's in the bin. Yeah, Paolo Sancho built around entirely SMC Haley. Yeah, I think Haley's fairly strong. The Ace Hop Poco engine still exists, even though it's lost cash. They just put in Harbinger. So I've heard worse. I want to get some cards. Didos is down. That's important. If they could finish this turn with a Rebirth, that'd be really nice. Because they must be getting very close to drawing it by now, unless it's in the bin. If it's not, no, just clearing the Liberator. That's fine. So I guess when you do the APOC run, you can just let Trebuchet fire because you don't.
You don't need to access.
Yeah, and you'll lose Paperclip, but that's fine. You can just reinstall Paperclip for Sandstone anyway.
Right.
So I think it would cost about 3 real credits for an HQ. Archives is free, and R&D would cost
8.
6, but obviously 8 minus 4 credits. So I think you need 11 credits, so they can do it. If my maths hasn't completely failed me altogether. So that's definitely an option, but it would exhaust a lot of their resources to do this. Certainly, I think if you pop the DDoS, you see if you have nose in archives and see what's in there.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you may change your mind, you may do something else. We'll have to see what's in archives. There's 7 unknowns in archives, from 5 of which you put in there. Because we know there's 3 ice in the bin, there's 5 ice installed, 8 ice. How much ice this Titan list has? This Titan list only has 13 ice. So if there's any more in the bin, then they're getting very tight. Oh, here we go.
All right, here's the last Atlas getting scored.
So all they need in their hand, well, they can't obviously score an Atlas, that makes it slightly more tricky.
Well, they could win with new construction.
That is true. So they're going to HQ first. Okay, so...
Well, they also played an event, so if they don't have an ad, they're amped up in their hand.
Yes, that's true. So I think they're just going for the hand. That's fair.
I think they're just trying to, clear out potential tools.
Yeah, because I guess the tools they need to use are trashable at least.
I think you can afford to check archives here.
I suppose the only danger is that if you still got the DDoS, you may want later on. It's like, do you really want to force that res? So they're just going for it, I think. That's interesting. Yeah, so they now pop the DDoS. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, amped up into APOC is still possibly a line. I'd have to see. Okay, take the food. Okay, that's points. Not the worst. There could be points in the bin.
There could be several points in the bin.
So...
I mean, I feel like you've got to check archives while the archives in is good, right?
Yeah, so... Unless you're doing a amped up into APOC, which you'll check in archives anyway, I think I agree. There's no scenario I can think of where I'm not checking the bin at this point. Okay, so they're just checking the bin. Yeah, they've played 2 amped up, so they couldn't APOC anyway. So what is in the bin? 1 agenda. 2 of the construction contracts, 2 of the dedication ceremonies. So obviously haven't won the game, but at least they're an access away if the game goes on. So Suka seems to think the game is over, which is entirely possible. Yeah, so clearly they've got the other pieces in hand that they need.
Wow, what a game, though.
Oh, something's gone a bit wrong.
What a game.
Wow. And Big Pop wins it.
Yeah, Big Pop's our champion. What a tournament.
Wow.
And Titan wins it. Well, what are your thoughts on the field that we had?
So obviously, yeah, it was obviously we saw quite a lot of different sort of corp lists. Obviously, we saw the Titan, the Argus. We saw an Asmari earlier on. We saw the Asa list. We saw Polana, so all the 4 Corp factions were represented. Obviously, we saw Anarch, we saw some Criminal and Shape. So actually, all 7 of the main factions were here, which is fantastic to see. So yeah, it's obviously a diverse field.
Yeah, the Corp field for the whole tournament was super diverse. The runner field was a little bit more constrained. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's quite a few APOC lists, but you still had that. You had the kit lists. We still had some 419. So it was a little bit. It's not like Worlds 2016 where it was all Anarch and all NBN. And although those were fun matchups, it was a bit crazy. That's all there was. So it is some diversity, and it's very hard to get to a point where the game is balanced, which I feel it's fairly balanced, and still having different decks appearing and being competitive is fantastic if you can get to that position, which I feel we're in at the moment.
I agree.
So, yeah, and thanks Stan for obviously organising a fantastic tournament. I mean, one of the biggest online tournaments I've ever been a part of. So, thank you very much for organising it and running it and streaming it and doing all the work you've done for this.
Yeah, and all it took was people being trapped in their homes.
Yeah.
But everybody, take the time to get involved if you want, if you can, if you have the energy to. Play, organize, do whatever you can. And until we see all of you beautiful Netrunner humans, always be running.